Big B on the track. Oh boy.
Captain Saber Bro is here to save the day. Playerism is the antidote to feminism. So make sure you hit that like button. Fellas, can you guys hear me? Ladies and gentlemen. Fellas and ladies, players and playettes. Well, ain't no such thing as a player, but how y'all doing? This is King Drake, your gracious game advisor. Y'all already know how y'all doing on this lovely Saturday night. Who we got in here with me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Alf, what's up, bro? Lloyd Dobie in the house. Jamal, the creator. Jason, Lauren Whitaker, Edward Jackson. We in here. I'm also talk about this Keri Hilson shit. I'm gonna talk about this Keri Hilson too. So let me put that in the title. But yeah, we here. We here. Shout out to Lauren Whitaker, first time. Welcome. Get your pens and your pads. This is good. This one is gonna be good. We're gonna talk about that Keri Hilson shit in a minute. A lot of y'all got that shit twisted. A lot of y'all have this game twisted. But look, no, hey, that's why I'm here. I'm here to save the day. I'm here to save you guys. I am here to save you guys. Murderworth Los. What's up, bro? A-Dub, what's up? Press 1 if you in here. How SMI, what's going on, bro? Dante Williams, what's up? Big Head Steve. Yeah, press 1 if y'all in here. Ski229, what's up, brother? Dre, I actually went out today. That's what's up. Where'd you go? What you do? What's good, Dre? Greetings from Minneapolis. For sure. DMT in Minneapolis. I've never been up there. What's it like in Minneapolis? I've never been up there, bro. What is it like up there? Y'all already know. You guys need to get your questions out of the way. Get your questions out of the way before I start. I'm gonna try not to be on here too long. Y'all already know how I do. Shout out to Big Head Steve with the $5 collection plate. I appreciate you, brother. Starting off the collection plate for sure. Y'all pass that collection plate around, man. That shit keep me going. That's what keep me going. Pass the collection plate. Big Head Steve already blessed it first. Finna spark and listen to you talk for sure. That's what's up. Went to the mall, went on a run, and gave some chicks my number. Okay, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Keep doing your thing, bro. Get up out that house. Get up out of that damn house. Interested in hearing your take on the Keri Hilson shit. Yeah, I got y'all in a minute. Let a little bit more people come up in here first. Yeah, I know I got y'all in a minute. And I'm also going to react to this chick, Dahlia DiPolito, because I did an emergency stream on Monday. This past Monday, talking about this chick, Dahlia DiPolito. And so while doing the stream, we was looking on YouTube and I saw an interview from her. and I wanted to watch the interview with you guys and react to it live. So I said I'm gonna do it today. Now I haven't even watched this interview yet because I want my reaction to be as pure as possible. So I'm gonna watch it with you guys and we're gonna react to it together. Hopefully they don't take my fucking give me no strikes or nothing like that. Hopefully they don't give me no strikes. Shout out to King Leak. King Leak, what's up? Appreciate you. Appreciate you for the $1.99 super chat. Keri Hilson is like a 9 in my opinion, to me at least. The first date, just going to the park instead of dinner. I'm saving like a motherfucker. Thanks for the information. Shout out to you. That's what's up. You closing? How's your interactions with these women? The channel Vice just posted a video on another woman hiring a hitman on her husband. Yeah, I need to check that out then. I definitely need to check that out. But yeah, we're gonna watch the interview. It's like a 40-minute interview. So we're gonna watch it and then we're gonna while we watching it, we're gonna chop up game. My dude in the house, Modern Life Dating. Time for Ultra Game. You already know it. Y'all go subscribe to my dude. We appreciate you, bro, all the way. Shout out to Jamal, the Creative Vlogs, for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that. Go follow him. Go subscribe to my dude. Yo, what's going on? Appreciate the live, Dre. Shout out to Michael Farmer. Heading to NY for a rugby combine to get drafted. The Dreism gonna be everywhere for me. Excited to holler at women in the States soon. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. Good luck. Good luck. Do your thing. Definitely closing. Okay, you closing them. Peace to my man RPC, the Red Pill Chauvinist. Peace to you, brother. Y'all go check out my man's channel. RPC is a good brother. Rashad, I read all y'all comments. I'm reading everything. The best game on YouTube, hands down, the best game on the internet, period. I'm just saying, when it comes to these HOs, I got the best game on the internet, period. You know what I'm saying? I may not be the most charismatic. I may not be the most handsome, but I got the most game. You understand? So, may not be the most popular, but, it's like that. I can't win on every arena. You understand? I can't be on every corner. I definitely can't be on every corner, so I ain't trying to be on every corner, But as far as that game, as far as that ism, hands down, the best. I'm just saying. He really is the best for sure. Shout out to MLD. Work is the background to this live stream. That's what's up. My man listening to me at work. Y'all going to get y'all questions, man. I'm ready to spit some ism. Get y'all questions out the way so I can go on and start spitting this game. I'm not gonna do any DMs this week because I figured that reaction gonna take a little while. People kept asking me because I'm willing to give in to you guys' drama queen desires and do like the little celebrity gossip shit, right? So I told you guys last week to send me your shit, send me everything like the news and all that. But people kept wanting me to talk about this Polo G shit. The rapper Polo G, I guess something with his baby mom. I'm not gonna talk about that because it's all like it's nothing like really facts. It's just like people saying shit and some people saying this and another person saying this. It's all like hearsay, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not really gonna participate in hearsay gossip like that. So I ain't gonna touch that Polo G shit. But I was ready to do it, but I went to start like trying to, get the facts together and see what really happened. It's all speculation, and this ain't a speculation channel. This game over here, so I ain't gonna touch the Polo G shit, but I am gonna touch on that Keri Hilson shit. Shout out to Ronald Holloway. Appreciate you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that, brother. Real quick, what do you say to a girl whenever she asks you, "What are we?" after y'all been messing around for a while? That's my favorite. It's tell her we two people enjoying each other's company. You understand? Say, what do you want us to be? And don't let her answer make don't let her answer make it what it is. But just what's on your mind, like what you asking me that for? You understand? Like, let's enjoy each other without the confines of labels and all that shit. We enjoying each other right now. You understand? Two people having a great time. I'm having a great time, and I know you're having a great time. So let's not taint that with all of this bullshit. What are you thinking? How you feel? You ask how you feel. Well, I feel like this, and I feel like, all right, it's cool. I understand your feelings. I understand your feelings, but this is what it is, right? Right now, that's not what I'm really looking to do at this moment. Am I open to it? For sure, but right now, that's not what I'm looking to do at this moment. That's it, bro, and continue to go back to having fun. That's it. Easy. Ritu is in the building. Shout out to Ritu. How you doing? My number one snitch. So yeah, that's how you handle that. Whenever a girl asks you, so what are we? That's how you handle that. Y'all have to learn how to. You guys have to learn how to comfort a woman's emotions. You guys have to learn how to, soothe, be the stability to a woman's wild emotions. You guys, as men, you have to learn how to do that. Because women are all over the place emotionally. And the answer that I just gave you, more often than not, that'll soothe her emotions, and it'll smooth and stabilize her emotions, and she'll be all right. You feel me? You guys have to learn how to do that. Calm and comfort your woman's emotions. You got to learn how to do that. Just like they have to learn how to nurture you and inspire you and motivate you, they have to learn how to do that for you. You want your woman, when your woman look at your woman, you want her to be an inspiration for you to go harder, motivation. And, women have to learn how to do that in order to keep your attention, the right way, at least the right guy's attention. They have to learn how to do that. You guys, you have to learn how to do shit too. And you have to learn how to soothe their emotions, calm their emotions, bring ability to their emotions. You understand what I'm saying? Does that mean date crazy hoes? No, of course not. But your game is heavy, my G. Respect for doing what you do. I got no questions. Real recognize, real love from Toronto. Shout out to Toronto. Shout out to Pieces for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Live from Toronto. Where do we start? Oh, sound like a course, right? Sound like a class. By the way, fellas, I'm gonna start my Patreon back up. I'm gonna be dropping videos weekly, videos a few times a week on my Patreon. So that'll be up probably tomorrow. So make sure you go throw. I think the video tier probably be like $10, but I'm also have higher tiers with more exclusive shit, more access to me and shit like that. So I'm gonna get the Patreon back going. I'm gonna definitely get the Patreon back going. Cause y'all, if you was on my Patreon before, y'all know I was lit on the Patreon. That's when I was putting all my receipts and everything up there. So We're gonna get that back popping. So be on the lookout for that. I always tell my boys, your girlfriend is your assistant. If she's not adding value, she got to hit the door. 100%. 100%. Where we at? Let's see. Yeah, give me a couple more likes. We can get a few more likes. But you have to learn women, and not this version of women that you see on the internet. You learn women by dealing with women. Dealing with them on a level past just sex. You understand? So a lot of you guys don't have the game to make it past 2-3 months. So you guys get a woman and you lose them ASAP. So you understand? You don't know how to deal with women because you don't deal with women. You have to, you learn the shit, you learn what you learn, but you have to actually go get in the game. You can watch videos on YouTube about basketball all day, but if you don't ever play a big game of basketball, then how good are you? You have to go deal with women. So you start there. You understand? But women are an emotional whirlwind. You feel me? And that's not that's even outside of crazy women, because you have crazy, unstable women, but women, thrive on their emotions. You feel me? So, and a lot of the times it's rocky. Like, look at it like this, and I try to get you guys to see it with the shoe on the other foot. You up here all day, right? You up here all day. See, if you understand people and women, you get what I'm saying. So let me put it in a way that you can understand this best. Like you, right? You out, you trying to come up, you trying to make your money, you have a million thoughts, you trying to piece things together, you trying to, you stress mentally, right? So you want peace. So the woman who can calm your thoughts, the feminine, soft woman who can calm your thoughts, right? And bring stability to your thoughts when you go and you lay up with her and she rubbing on your head and you stop thinking. It's almost like you meditate. And the woman who knows how to do that usually can get you, right? She usually has you open. Good feminine women know how to calm a man's thoughts. They know how to bring stability to a man's thoughts. They know how to calm a man down, being anxious or fear, or not necessarily fear, but just when a man has had a long day, or when a man has had a crazy day and his brain is just all haywire, what do he want to do? He want to go home to a woman who brings peace to that, right? So this is what you want as a man. Women want you to bring peace to their emotions and stability to their emotions. You understand? And this is what creates the balance. Women want you to bring peace and stability to their emotions, because you crazy up here, they crazy right here. And when I say crazy, I just mean all over the place. Shout out to Lauren Whitaker for the $9.99 super sticker. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate that. So you guys, you have to understand that that's just, you have to learn how to bring stability to a woman's emotions. I'll talk about that a little bit on the Keri Hilson shit. Eric Meyer, what's good? Because y'all lost y'all wig over there, the Keri Hilson. I don't see what the big deal was, honestly. What's the evil in here? We'll talk about that in a second. Women want to be the one that calm you down physically, and they want you to be able to calm them down emotionally. Exactly. The same peace you want when you go home, they want the same peace, emotionally. They want the same peace emotionally. So it's a simple concept, man. It's really a simple concept. The thing is, a lot of you guys are too jaded to see that. A lot of you guys are really just too jaded to see that. It's a very simple concept. You guys don't know balance. You guys don't see the balance in that because you jaded and you understand. Women done you wrong and all that shit. You guard up. That's understandable, but you have to let that go in order so you can see things clear and balanced. It's all about balance. Y'all don't ask questions in the chat no more. Y'all gamed up, huh? Y'all gamed up. Y'all don't really ask questions in the chat no more. I'm talking about I told you I'm gonna do a the evil in her. That's not really about Keri Hilson. TOP, what's up? Y'all go subscribe to my man TOP. What's going on, bro? Greetings from Chile. Greetings to you, bro. Yes, sir. I appreciate all the game you be putting out because I be applying that 100 for sure. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all get y'all make sure y'all if y'all have questions, go on and ask them right now because I don't want y'all interrupting me with questions when I start flowing. You dig? I really don't want y'all to start. Dre, do you think a man getting buried is beta? That's not beta, bro. I gotta let that beta shit go. That's not beta. You know what I want to talk about real quick? Richard, what's my man name? Richard Sherman. I want to talk about Richard Sherman. I didn't even think, but I just thought about Richard Sherman. He got into some trouble. What's your thoughts? What's your opinions on dating coworkers? I'm totally against it. You never shit where you eat at, brother. I seen that go bad. You don't shit where you eat at. It's a bad idea. It's literally billions of women. Like you probably live in a city with 500 to 1,000,000 people. 600,000 women. That one ain't gonna kill you if you don't talk to her. You feel me? Don't deal with women at your job, bro. You there to work and get money. You feel me? You there to work and get money. There's too many things that can go wrong, especially if you need that job. Especially if you need that job. So yeah, it's a horrible idea. Horrible. You learn to be disciplined. This is the thing. You don't have to eat just because about somebody put a plate of candy in front of you. You don't have to eat it all the time, fellas. You don't have to eat every piece. Just because there's a piece of cake on the counter, don't mean you have to eat it. You don't have to, engage in every battle. You don't have to mess with every woman. You understand what I'm saying? I've seen it several times, bro. Listen, what's gonna happen, right? What's gonna happen when y'all dating, right? You mess with the girl, and then you find out she fucking somebody else. Now you salty, right? So now, you going to work and you salty. You right? You trying to avoid her or whatever. She go to HR and say, I don't feel comfortable, right? I don't feel comfortable with this dude. This dude makes me feel uncomfortable. Bye-bye. It's just that easy for you to lose your job. And you ain't even do shit. Seen it happen. Guys have wrote me about it. I talked about it before. It's just that easy. What happens when she wants something more and you don't? What happens? She wants something more. She hits you with the where's this going and all this shit, and you don't. What happens now? She's salty. What you think she gonna do? This happens every single day. Don't mess with women. It's not worth. That's just 2 incidents. That's just 2 things that can happen. That more than likely will happen. Don't mess with women at your job, bro. Now, if you work at a warehouse or something like that, cool. But you never supposed to. You guys, things. You never mix business with pleasure, right? It sounds cool, but that's conventional wisdom for a reason. People say that for a reason, and they don't say it to sound cool. When you mix your business with your pleasure, it always goes wrong. You understand what I'm saying? You don't take a shit where you eat at. That sounds cool, but people say that for a reason. Don't find out why people say that. Don't be the fool to find out why people say that. You think people just say it just to say it because it sounds cool? No, because it's a million things that can and will go wrong from that. That's one bitch. It's hundreds of thousands of bitches in your immediate area. So I've been with this girl for 4 months. I like her a lot, but I think she just uses me to get her rock. You sound like a bitch. She using me for sex. He's using me for sex, and I just don't. You sound like you got a lot of feminine energy. You gotta get that together, bro. I have a workmate that's acting flirty on me. She has a boyfriend. One time we had a team Saturday night out. We drank, and after we left the place, she asked me to go to her apartment, and we did it. Should I keep doing this with her? Yeah. Do your thing. You heard what I had to say about it. Does this apply to school as well? Now that's a little different. School is a little different. I don't believe in stay-at-home wives because to me they get bored and cheat. Thoughts? I mean, your girl can go to work and find a work husband and cheat. Women don't cheat because they bored at home. Women cheat because they don't respect you and they're not attracted to you anymore and they have needs. So whether they at home or they at work, if you ain't solid, that's gonna happen to you. Greetings from Peachtree City, Georgia. As an elder, this ism is so real. Do not do the work relationship. Watch out for sexual harassment for sure, especially if she doesn't like you. For sure. For sure. Especially nowadays, bro. That shit it's not smart. Do you think Sherman still has a career after this? Hopefully. Hopefully. My friend about to lose his job because the females he mess with telling managers they feel harassed after things they were. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, that shit, it's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. Do you think men communicate in steps and women keep everything in mind during conversation? I find women like to backtrack, and once they get a response, they attach it to the entire discussion. It's a little bit too complex. You talking about an argument? Well, I mean, if you're talking about an argument, people just want to win the argument. They're going to do whatever they need to do to win the argument. And if that's running you in circles to confuse you or to escape accountability, that's what happens. Are you good with money management? Have you always been good? Always been good at getting money. I'm good with money management now, since I've been in my 30s. But in my 20s, I was horrible with money. I made a lot of money, but I was horrible with it. I spent it all. That's not no more though. I'm pretty good now. I'm good now, but when I was in my 20s, I blow some money for real. 100% on the coworker thing. Happened to me when I was 17. Bitch got me fired. I'm trying to tell y'all. Now, it's 60 people in here, and about 4 to 5, right? About 4 to 5 guys have come and said that, hey, this shit is real. And just out of 60 people. You feel me? What does that tell you? Even men don't like getting used for sex. That's right. No, that's not. No. Use me. Use me. It's not. It's not. This the thing. This is the thing with prolific. It's not that he getting used for sex, right? He just needs more validation than she's willing to give him. That's what it is. So, he's upset that he wants more validation. He wants more feelings. He wants something special instead of just enjoying the moment and letting that happen naturally. See, he's trying to rush things, and he's getting frustrated because he don't understand the process. He thinks it happens overnight, so he's getting salty about it. You feel me? But no, men, no, I don't care if you use me for sex. That's not men. That's that. No, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. My man is salty because he's not getting the validation. He feels women validates him. He needs women to validate him. You can't. It's a process to this. It doesn't happen overnight. You feel me? It's not gonna happen overnight. I cut a coworker off because she was needy. She turned around and spread lies on me. I didn't even hear. Why is it so hard to save money at a young age? It just depends. Some people it's not, but I didn't know anything about money. For me, I didn't know anything about money, and I thought money was going to always be there. When you have a lot of money and you're not financially literate, you take it for granted. So I took my money for granted. Go to the club, you spend 5,000-10,000. It's cool. I'll make it tomorrow. That's cool. I'll get that back. I get back double. You take it for granted because you have a lot of it. So it's like I learned the hard way though. But everybody's not like that. If a person comes, if a young person is financially literate, they don't make those same mistakes. And by the time they're 30, they good and they millionaires. Had I not made those mistakes, I'd be a gazillionaire right now. But I made a lot of mistakes with my money. Shout out to Gavin. Is a girl doing OnlyFans a no-go for anything serious in your opinion? I have a Russian girl I'm seeing as a side piece, and in my mind, that's a no-go, but one of your opinion. It's all what you can tolerate, bro. OnlyFans, certain days I feel, it just depends on how I feel, but I don't know. Unless I was getting the money from it, probably not. Unless I was making the money from it, I don't know if I'd be cool with that. I know before I probably said yeah, but that's just certain days you feel playeristic. Some days you just being honest. But more than likely, I would need to be making the money from that. That'd have to be coming to me. Then we can work something out. Build itself 702. What's up, brother? Shout out to Gavin for the $2.99 super chat. I appreciate you. So, yes. So, yeah. Let me see what else I missed. I can attest to that. Was making $400 to $3,000 a day in high school. Now I don't have shit to show for it. Learn financial literacy. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like that. Why do females always blame you for ghosting them when I was the last one to text them? They trying to get me to chase. Basically, it's just low level manipulation. That's all. Low level manipulation. Miles, what's up? What's up, Miles? Chris F, what's up, bro? King France. Frotz. You doing God's work, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. It's what you make, but it's also what you keep. It's about making your money work for you, bro. It's about making your money make more money. You know. See, I used to make my money and then go buy shit, go buy jewelry, go buy cars, go out of town, trips, go to strip clubs, buy bottles, rent out the whole VIP. And I had all this opportunity around me, and I didn't take it. So I was the sucker. I was the sucker to rich people. I realized I was a sucker. Everybody around me was getting my money but me. Everybody that I went, Gucci was getting my money. Louis Vuitton was getting my money. True Religion was getting my money. You know, BMW was getting my money. Feel me? The clubs was getting my money. Everybody was getting my money but me. You know, I didn't put my money to work. I didn't put my money to work. How'd you stop that? How did I stop what? By low level, you mean low interest? No, it was low level manipulation, meaning it's like a petty form of manipulation. If you're talking about how did I stop being stupid, I went broke, bro. I went broke. That's how. I went broke. All the way broke. Nothing broke. Absolutely nothing. And I learned. I wanted to do better. You feel me? It took for me to have the whole world and then not have it anymore. You know, and it wasn't an overnight thing. It was just over time it started to dwindle. And here you are, you just this average dude again. That burns. That really burns. When you have it all and you don't have it anymore, that burns. And it's the thing, I had kids and shit to take care of. I had a family to take care of. So that really burned. You know? And I ain't gotta, you know, I learned from my mistakes. I'm not the guy to keep going through the same shit over and over again. I figured out how not to allow that to happen to me anymore. You feel me? At a point in time, I had more money than most people gonna ever get in their life at 24, 25 years old. But, you know, lived balled out for years, balling out of control, and you lose it. Now you got kids, you got a family, and it's like, fuck. No, very humbling. You have to sell your jewelry, you have to sell your watches, you know, you got to sell your cars to keep, you know, to sustain what you already have. But eventually that just dwindles and dwindles away. You learn. You learn. I learned. So I started researching how can I not do that no more? Well, next time I get me some money, what am I going to do with my money? You feel me? How to make more money, how to be wealthy, truly wealthy. Not rich, not hood rich, but how to be wealthy. You feel me? Like I didn't know anything about establishing business credit, using that to. I didn't know none of that shit, bro. And I thought I was the smartest dude alive. But here I am, everybody's sucker. The jewelry store licking their chops. Them Indians that own the jewelry stores, they licking their chops. The car dealerships licking their chops. The clothing boutique owners licking their chops. The Gucci store licking their chops. The Louis store licking their chops. Neiman's and Marcus licking their chops at me. I'm the sucker. You understand what I'm saying? You're a sucker. And I thought I was the smartest person ever. I thought I was the smartest guy alive. He's just a big old sucker. And I wake up and I don't have nothing. And they still got it. You ride by the jewelry store, he's still in business. You understand? Getting another sucker. So that was a learning experience for me. Never again. Well, it took me a while to get my shit back popping again. And you learn. What's your opinion on getting tables at clubs? Good for getting girls, or it gets good for getting girls, but it's honest, it's good for getting girls, but I don't know. I'm not a club dude no more, so club is like for me. But I mean, if I go to a club right now, I would probably get a table because I don't want to be in no crowd with all the musty ass dudes dancing. I don't want to be on sweaty. That's just me. So if I went to a club, I would probably get me a table somewhere in the VIP and chill. Will I do that 3 or 4 times a week like I used to do? I used to do that shit damn near every night. Me and my homies used to go out 4 or 5 times a week for years. You know what I'm saying? Just balling, spending money. We got tired of going out of our city, so we go to Miami club, go to fucking Jacksonville and party, go to fucking Georgia to party, go to South Carolina to party, just go for the weekend because we got tired of doing it at home, seeing the same hoes. So we used to go out. I used to go out a lot, bro. I used to go out a lot. But if I was to go out now, but it wouldn't be to get girls. If I went to a club, I don't want to be bumping next to people and people stepping on my shoes and spilling my drink and bump all that I'm musty and sweaty. Nah, give me my space. That's just how I am. I don't like waiting in line, so I would probably pay to skip the line. I would still do that now, but I just don't go to clubs anymore. But if I was to go to a club, I would skip the line. I would pay to skip the line. I would pay so I could wear my hat. That's $200 gone right there. I would get me a table, get me some bottle. I don't really drink anymore. I don't drink anymore. So, but fortunately, I don't live like that no more. So, would you agree the more time you spend with a woman, the less she values you? I believe this is human nature regardless. No. I don't agree with that. If you provide your way and if you provide your value and you keep providing your value in a way that your woman don't take it for granted, she'll keep valuing you. No alcohol at all. Absolutely no alcohol at all. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do coffee. Nothing. Nothing. I wanted to be strong, to take life head on, and that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to take life head on with no help. And that's what I did. I used to drink coffee like a madman. So I figured if I'm gonna be strong and tip top, so where I don't need coffee, I have to treat my body like that. I have to get get ample sleep. I have to eat better. I have to cut out certain foods that your body go in overdrive trying to digest, and that makes you tired. That gives you itis and shit because your body going in overdrive trying to digest food that you're not supposed to be eating anyway. I had to clean up my diet. I don't really take naps like that. Now, if I'm bored, I'm just sitting there laying down. I may doze off, but I don't really take that. I don't even need coffee. You feel what I'm saying? I know how to deal with my problems now. So yeah, no nicotine, no weed, no alcohol, no caffeine, nothing. I don't even drink tea no more because it got caffeine in it. 305. That's how I was too. I'll be partying in different cities. Yeah. We got to the point we should start going out of town to party. Have you ever picked up chicks at the club? Of course. Hell yeah. The fuck is the point of going? You think I'm going to hang with dudes? No, we're going to get hoes. It's the point. Why would I go? To a club and for what? To see niggas dance, to see guys dance and be with sweaty dudes all day to look cute? No, we go to get hoes, and that's what we did. You gotta get out of the house, Leak. That's what the club is for. Are you spiritual? I'm ism, playerism, bro. Playerism. How did you make your money initially in your 20s? What you think, bro? It's loud as hell in the club. Listen, you guys have to understand how to communicate, bro. You don't need to talk to communicate with people. You don't really need to talk to communicate, my brother. You understand? Women communicate, covertly anyway. That's why I tell you, you got to get out the house. You know that. You understand that when you get in the game. You don't have to talk to communicate. No naps. Give it a couple more years, bro. We'll see. We'll see. But as of right now, no. I mean, I used to have to take naps when I drank coffee. I used to take naps and needed naps. And I drink coffee in the morning and I'd be tired by 1 p.m. And in order to not take a nap, I have to drink more coffee. Once you start eating better and exercising and getting ample sleep, you're not gonna need a nap. Unless you got health problems, but you have health problems that make you tired. Yeah, but you understand? I don't, right now I don't have health problems that make me tired. I take 30-minute power naps to get energy back after I'm done doing something. Now, if I eat shitty, if I eat bad, like some days I eat really bad, like I eat like a piece of cake and some fried chicken wings or something from a restaurant, some French fries, that shit make me tired. And I take a nap for like 15 minutes. But generally I don't really take naps like that. I stopped using pre-workout for this. You don't need all that shit, man. Look, listen. How can I say? You don't need all that shit, bro. You don't need all that shit. You to get what 3 extra reps in or 4 extra pumps in, that's not gonna make your muscles any bigger, bro. Y'all gotta stop being suckers. I used to be a sucker too. You have to stop being a sucker. You let your guys like women just let everybody sell you anything. You feel me? You don't need all that shit. Listen, I seen dudes go from geek to chic when I was locked up, when I was in prison. I seen dudes like scrawny. There's no steroids, there's no pre-workout. The diet is shit. You're not getting no. You need 150 grams or 1-2 grams per body per pound and all that of protein. Listen, dudes in prison don't get protein like that. Dudes in prison, the diet is horrible. It's nutritious. Let them tell it, but it's fucking horrible. It's not what you would eat out here. It's not. No, there's no steroids. There's none of that bullshit. Ain't nobody sneaking in steroids, bro. That's nobody's doing that. And niggas is getting big. Dudes is getting big in there, putting on muscle, calisthenics and weight, lifting weights. Well, like I said, I don't know about Florida and the weights no more, but I've seen several people gain muscle. No pre-workout, no shakes and all that bullshit. You don't need all that, bro. You don't need all that. Trust me. You need all to stop being a sucker and just letting everybody sell you. You just being sold on everything. Okay, you buy that shit strain your. You know what type of damage that shit do to your liver and your kidneys, bro? After for so long. I used to drink every day at work and go to the club at night. Yeah, that's crazy. After your videos and lines, I realized you have to be comfortable with yourself and know your value, and women and everything else for coming along. Appreciate you, Dre, for sure. Appreciate you too, bro. I don't know what Ritu's saying right here. I don't know what that means, but shout out to her. Yeah, during COVID, I went to the park and did push-ups and pull-ups, dips, squats at the local park. I got results. I'm a said I said in French since they don't seem to understand English for sure. Oh man, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. Get him up. Where we at? That was a good one. Shout out to Ritu. I work out daily. That's what's up. Ritu's put a spell on Dre. Ain't anybody put no fucking spell on me, bro. Alyssa G, shout out to you. Can't nobody put no fucking spell on me. You still letting people go live with you? Not right now. No gym for me. Been working out just with dumbbells in my room since 9 months to now, and I went from chubby to jacked. That's what's up. You talking about Ritu put a spell on me? Nah, bro. I put spells on people. Ain't nobody put no fucking spell on me. It ain't that easy, player. Same, got to work out and read daily. Alyssa G is late with that IG name. She ain't, y'all, you might as well don't even worry about that IG name no more. Alyssa ain't giving up that IG name. Y'all might as well forget about it. But let's get into this. Y'all ready for this? Me to give my take on this Keri Hilson shit? Y'all ready for me to give my take on this Keri Hilson shit? Press 1. Let me get a 1 in the chat. Why, bro? Do you not? Why? Do you why? You watch me every week. You hear me big up Afi and say this is my brother every single week. Why? Like, you hear me say that every week, and you watch me every week. You hear me say this my bro, this my bro, this my brother. I really fuck with this dude. This is my brother right here. Oh no, I'm talking about when she typed that shit in French. Nobody knew what the hell she said. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Would be crazy if Alyssa is really Alexander. Probably. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I just forgot. My bad. I'm joining his podcast Tuesday. Oh, that's what's up for sure. I was just weird. It was weird. All right, so let's do this. Right. So Keri Hilson made this tweet. Keri Hilson said, men who provide emotional security and display wise leadership will get the softest, most feminine, relaxed, trusting, guard down, submissive, nurturing version of their woman. Then she went on to say, even successful, strong women want to feel safe enough to be soft. That is our true nature. The man who makes me feel safe will have the world. You're missing the NBA final. I don't watch that shit, bro. I don't watch that shit. Again, the man who makes me feel safe will have the world. I, King Dre, agree with Keri Hilson 100%. Why would you say that? Right? I agree with Keri Hilson 100%. You know how? Because I've been doing it all my life. And it's the same thing I've been telling you guys to do for the last 3 fucking years. Y'all fucking went in an uproar when she said that. Y'all went in an uproar when she said that. And I don't understand. This is the thing I don't understand. When women say emotional security is so vague, it's not. It's really not. You just don't understand women. But it's not really vague. I don't understand, right? This is the thing I don't get. This community says women need to be more submissive. Women need to be more, women need to be more submissive. Women need to be this. Women need to be more feminine. And I want submissive, feminine, and women and all this. And so now you have women actually speaking up, acknowledging, she may be a little over the hill, but that's neither here nor there. But young women listen to her. So the 15 years ago, the narrative was, I don't need no man for shit. I don't need a man for shit. Fuck these niggas. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I don't want no man. I don't need no man. I'm stronger than this was used to be the narrative. Now you have women actually speaking out saying, hey, I want to be feminine. I wanted my man to make me feel safe and secure. So obviously, women are starting to wake up, right? So even if she's over the hill, right, or she hit the wall or whatever, even if that's the case, she still have young women listening to her, right? Young women, that's better than fuck a nigga, because this is what it used to be. For you young guys who 20 years old right now and 25 years old, this is what it was all my life growing up. I don't need no man. I'm strong, black, independent. I don't need no man for shit. Fuck a nigga. This is what it used to be. Submit to who? Submit to what? This is what it used to be. It's what you see now, right? So now we have women actually like, okay, listen, I'm acknowledging this. Acknowledging, you know, that the way we've been doing it has obviously been wrong. And that's thanks to, guys being more vocal. Now women are starting to listen. So if you have women starting to acknowledge, and to teach other women to be submissive and feminine to a man who deserves that, why are you fighting back with that? Like, what the fuck do you want? That's like hoes, like how women don't know what they want and they just complaining about everything. Y'all literally are complaining about every fucking thing. Because if she would have got up there and said, fuck a nigga, strong and independent, y'all don't need no man, y'all to have a problem with that. But when she says, hey, listen, if my man can provide me proper leadership and emotional security, I'm good. And I damn near do whatever he want him to do, right? What's the problem with that? That's how it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be. I've been telling y'all this shit for 3 fucking years. See what I'm saying? A lot of you guys too jaded, man. Y'all got to stop. Let that shit go. Y'all act like them. How they jaded. The strong, independent, I don't need no man, fuck a man and all that. They jaded. Women who say that are jaded. They jaded. That's their defense mechanism. Y'all guys doing the same thing. On one hand, you say, women, they modern women this and modern women that, and they're not feminine. And then the other hand, you got a woman saying, okay, listen, I'll have no problem with submitting so long as I can trust the dude to lead me to prosperity. Oh my God, oh no. Oh my God, oh no, you're so what does emotional security even mean anyway? Like, it's self-explanatory. It's not really ambiguous what that means, but I'm just saying, fellas, you guys have to like stop being so jaded. This is what you asked for. You have a public figure who a bunch of young women look up to, right? A bunch of young women look up to and who they aspire to be like. So when they hear her say, with the right man, I'll do anything for. I submit, I'll be soft guard, I let my guard down and we can do our thing. What's wrong? I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with that. I'm just trying to figure out what's wrong with that. That's how it's supposed to be. Just like you not going to provide and protect a bitch who don't work for it, because that's your hard-earned money. That's your resources. That's your energy and your time. No woman is going to submit to you and follow you just because you just got a dick and some balls. And the woman who does is taking advantage of you. This is what you guys don't understand. You guys think that it's supposed to be just you show up and a woman is submissive, right? Anybody who's ever dealt with women know. Any man who's ever dealt with enough women know. Women who are submissive just because are a problem, and that's the hook. Women who are submissive just because have ulterior motives. That's not even sane. It's not sane for somebody to just give them their whole life to you and you can't do nothing with it. When you ask people to submit to you, right? Men, women, your employees, because if you're a boss, you got employees, if you got people working for you, they have to submit their lives to making your shit better. Anybody knows that this is not free. Submission is not free. Shout out to my man Afi Kingdom in the building. Salute to my brother. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, bro. But any man who's ever dealt with women long enough knows the bitch who's submissive off the bat is no bueno. She has ulterior motives. See, y'all don't know that because y'all don't deal with women enough. You understand? You're supposed to earn that. In order for a person to give themselves to you and follow you completely, let go of their beliefs, let go of their life, and just give themselves to your will and submit themselves to your will, which is a big deal, by the way. Any person who does that is supposed to be able to trust that you're going to lead them to prosperity. You're not going to take advantage, because that's a vulnerable position to be in. You're not going to take advantage of them. You're not going to hurt them. You understand? when you ask somebody to submit to you, you would not go to work and submit your time, submit your energy, submit your life, and you viewed it and knew that your boss was going to pay you or not. You wouldn't fucking do it. So why would anybody, man or woman, submit themselves to anything just because? That's not how this works. Why would you give your money and your resources to just any bitch? That's not how this works. You understand what I'm saying? That's not how this works. It doesn't work like that. When a woman submits to you, she's submitting to you for a reason. It's not free, bruh. It's not free. It doesn't work like that. You don't get a trophy for showing up. You guys try to tell you're entitled when women are entitled. They just want a participation trophy. Fellas, you know you do not get a trophy just for showing up. You got to compete. You got to be the best. You got to be strong. You got to be dominant. You got to be ambitious. You got to get the bag. You got to compete. If you want somebody to lay their life down for you, even if, let's just take it outside of women for a second. If you have a company, right? You have a company. You have to, in order for a person to come work for you, they have to see that it's worth it. Because there's 10,000 million other companies in the area that they can go work for. You have to provide people value. If you're a company, you have to provide women value if you want everything that they have to offer. It just is what it is. You feel me? You have to provide people value. Period. No sane person is just going to give you their money or just give you themselves or just follow you blindly. Listen to what you asking. You guys are entitled and you want a trophy for just showing up. It don't work like that. You got to work for your shit in this, bro. What you think we say self-improvement for? So you could just feel good and look good in the mirror? No, self-improvement so you can get everything that come with the world. Bitches included, women's soul included, respect. You understand? That's why we tell you to self-improve so you can get everything the world has to offer for a masculine man that's doing his fucking job. I don't know what's, you guys got it twisted. You guys have this shit completely twisted. And you guys need to, this is why I don't really, like I said, the shout out to certain communities, but this is why I don't align myself with certain shit, because it's a lot of that shit is like, no, not me. What the fuck am I? I want more women to say stuff like that. So younger women, the young bitches that y'all deal with that's running circles around y'all can understand how this goes. And that gives you an incentive to step your fucking game up. Nah, but y'all would just want people, y'all just want people to come just give you everything. Ain't nobody gonna give you shit. You have to work for what you get in this world. You have to work for what you get in this fucking world. A woman's soul included. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all guys bug me out. Y'all bug me out. Right? So let's do this. Since people have just, well, what is emotional security? What is emotional security? Bruh, emotional security is just what it says. No emotional security is not being an emotional tampon. Because you guys think, oh, well, if you're emotional security is you want a woman wants you to be able to cry and be an emotional dump and just dump all her problems. No, a woman just wants to feel secure in her feelings, in her emotions. She wants to know that if she opens up to you, you're not going to take advantage of her. You got her. That's what security means. You guys think security just means financial security. No, women like security and stability. And that's not just financial security and stability. You understand? Just like I was talking about earlier, like how you want peace and you want mental security. You want your woman to, calm you and stabilize your thoughts when you come home from a rough day. Women want you to do the same thing with their emotions. That's it. Does that mean take a woman's shit? That don't mean take a woman's shit and let her disrespect you. No, but women are emotional creatures and they want to open up and be free with their man without judgment and be vulnerable without a man taking advantage of them. You understand? Without a man hurting them and kicking them and shit like that. Picking at their vulnerabilities. People, they just want to open up to you and be free. That's what emotional security is. A safe spot for her emotions. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And what she's saying is the man who can provide that for her and lead her to prosperity will get everything she has to offer. You understand what I'm saying? The man who can provide that. That's all it is. A woman wants to be free, open, and safe. That's all. That doesn't mean that they want to, curse you out and all. That's not the toxic shit. But that doesn't mean emotional security ain't you sitting there being disrespected and letting their emotions run rampant and be toxic to you. That's not what that means. It just means that they want to be able to open up, be themselves, who they truly are, express themselves, be vulnerable, and be safe while doing so. Safe from predatory people, safe from being hurt, safe from being vulnerable. You understand? So, and not judging, right? Quote unquote. That's all they want, brother. That's not all they want. Let me not say that because it's a laundry list of shit what shows want. But that's what emotional security is. A safe spot for them to open up and be free. That's it. And the man who can provide that and the man who can lead will have everything she has to offer. That's all that means. How do I know this? Ray, how you know that? You don't know what you're talking about. Motherfucker, that's what being a player is about. How the fuck you think I know how to be a player? How you think I know all this shit? Because I deal with women. The women let me in, right? Women express to me their deepest, darkest desires. They express to me the way that they think and the way that they feel. You know why? Because I make them feel safe when they're with me. You understand what I'm saying? They feel safe with me. I provide women emotional security. That's why they love me enough to open up. This is why I have so many souls. This is how. I've been doing it all my life. I literally been doing this my whole life. I learned how to do this as a kid, bro. That's how I know what I'm talking about. Y'all listening to these dudes that don't got no game, don't know what they talking about. They just on here to get paid, basically. And speaking to your pain points, because that's a lot of these dudes is doing. All they doing is speaking to your pain points. And they got you hook, line, and sinker. You feel what I'm saying? I've been doing this my whole life. I've been getting women sold forever. Any women that come around me and they give me time, I'm gonna have their soul. Because I know how to make a woman feel secure in her emotions. I know how to make a woman open up to me, feel free, be vulnerable, and feel safe. And she can be herself and let her hair down. I know how to do that. And I've been knowing how to do that since I was a teenager. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I've made a lot of mistakes as far as not giving women a return on the investment and shit like that, because I was one-sided and I was selfish. So I took advantage of a lot of people, a lot of women. I took advantage of a lot of women when I was younger, but now I'm more balanced with it. So now I'm way more cold, right? I understand how to give women a return on the investment to keep them going. See, I didn't know how to keep them going back then. I was all about exploit, right? So now a lot of women walk around with guards up from guys like me. Right. But I knew how to get them open. That's what emotional security is, bro. Nothing more, nothing less. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I see a lot of guys making the argument, right? Let me read some of these comments real quick. No one will submit to you unless you can submit to yourself. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Hey, shout out to Kalel for the $6.99 super chat. Appreciate you. Now I see a lot of guys, right? Does it take a long time to get a woman's soul? It's a process. It's a process. I see a lot of guys saying, well, you're supposed to already be feminine and, masculine, because they picked something that she said, about the feminine. You get the most soft feminine version of her. And a lot of guys' argument is, a man's masculinity shouldn't define whether a woman is feminine or not. And I agree with that, because I said the same thing about 2 months ago, maybe on this shit. I don't know where I said it, but I said the same exact same. Maybe it was Afi's podcast. That was on Afi's podcast, talking to the one chick. I don't even want to say her name, but yeah, and I basically said, she was talking about, in order for her to be feminine, she needs a masculine man. So my argument was, I don't need a feminine woman to be masculine. I am who I am, right? So I understand that, but that wasn't really the point in what she was saying. She wasn't saying like, oh, I need a man to lead me to be feminine. No, that wasn't what she was saying. But I do, however, agree with that. But let's address the elephant in the room, right? Because we do have a lot of women out today that's masculine, right? We have a lot of women that's masculine today. We have a lot of masculine women. So let me pull your coat to why. And this is just so you guys can understand what's going on. See, when you have a clear understanding of the game, you can play it to win. You understand? You can develop strategies to play to win. And it all goes hand in hand, right? The reason why a lot of women are so masculine. Rishi, what's up? The reason why a lot of women are so masculine is because they're out in the world without protection, right? There's a lot of reasons why that is, but generally, feminism told women that they don't need men. They don't need men to protect them, right? And they've been pushing this shit since the 50s, especially in the Black community, right? See, in feminism was used as a tool by the government. I don't know if I want to get into that. That's a little too thick for this, but feminism was used as a tool. It's documented. Gloria Steinem worked with the government in doing this to break up all of the movements, the civil rights movements and things that was going on. In the 60s, there was a lot of shit going on, right? And feminism was used to come in and kind of separate this. It was used as a weapon, right? Feminism was a real organization, but they used it as a weapon to kind of come in and conquer and divide, basically, and it worked, right? But it started seeping outside of that and eating away at the world, right? It started eating away at the world because what you see now in women, the thing that the I don't need a man shit you see now in women, all women didn't used to talk like that. It used to be only Black women talking like that in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and all that shit. It used to really only be Black. You will only hear Black women saying that shit. Not everybody saying it. What happens is that poison and that cancer started to seep outside, and it started to eat at the very people that was using it. You see what I'm saying? It started to eat at the people who was using it. So now you have what you have today, right? And it basically convinces women that they don't need the protection of the family. They don't need the protection of the man. So what you see now is women out in the world working, doing their thing alone. Being alone in this world is a very scary place. It's tough. It's cutthroat out here. Shit is real, right? So you have to do, your body comes up with this defense mechanisms for you to survive. If you put any person in the hood or a rough environment or anywhere where there's violence or danger, their testosterone levels will rise naturally in order for them to be able to survive and defend themselves. This was what happens to women. This is why women have more testosterone, because they're alone and in danger, right? Well, their body tells them subconsciously that they're in danger, right? They have to go and work around men. They have to be around men. They have to go home alone, right? So they build up defense mechanisms. And that one of the main defense mechanisms is masculinity. This is why women are so masculine. So when you see what you see now with all these masculine women, especially successful women who have a lot of money and shit like that, they are male dominated, competitive. And it's not only just, a defense mechanism. You have to, in order to compete in a capitalistic society, to compete on the level of a man. That's not to say feminine women can't, thrive and prosper, because they can if they use that femininity, because men are weak and they can basically take advantage. But most people think, okay, if I'm in an arena where there's baseball players, I got to play baseball, and I got to play baseball the way that baseball players play. So women came into the workforce, right? And now they work, and now they competing against men. This makes you competition makes you masculine. You feel me? Competition makes you masculine. So you have this going on for years and years and years and years and years until you have what you have now. When you hear women saying the things that they're saying, that it sounds crazy, but this is why. And this isn't to say, oh, it's so wrong, because I understand why. You have to understand why you getting what you get. That way you can know, right? You can know how to navigate it. Like she just said, damn, let's see. I didn't mean to do that. I took the damn, just like she said, right? Even successful, strong women want to feel safe enough to be soft. That is our true nature. What do I tell you guys all the time? I tell you guys all the time, I don't care what they talk about, that independent shit. They are who they are to their core. Women, they are who they are to their core. But due to society, social engineering, circumstances, a lot of women are masculine because they're doing masculine things like slaying a dragon, out trying to survive. Whereas usually women are typically provided for and taken care of, so they don't have to be like that. So you got a bunch of warrior class women. That's why women are masculine, right? All thanks to the big F word. You understand? All through thanks to the F word. That F word came to divide a community, and it succeeded, but it started eating away at its own community. It started eating away at its own society, right? Because the first wave of feminism was cool. Like the first wave of feminism is, basically women really was, couldn't work, women couldn't vote or none of that shit, right? So they're like, nah, that ain't right. That ain't right. We just want, a fair shot at this. That was the first wave. This was in the early the late 1800s, the early 1900s. The second wave was in the 60s, and the second wave was a little bit more, a lot more different, and this was cancerous. So it did its job, right? It separated it, along with a lot of other shit going on, but it was one of the tools that was used to divide a certain community, and it did its job, but it started eating away at society. You feel what I'm saying? It started eating away at society. So basically the chickens came home to roost, right? The seeds that was planted grew, right? So now you have what you have. You have all the women in the West saying this. So that's why women are masculine. You understand? That's why women are masculine. But they are who they are to their core. Just like a lot of you guys are beta, right? Quote unquote, right? Simps and soft. But there's a true beast within you all. All you got to do is tap into it. Just like there's a little feminine girl in all of them. There's a true beast in you. I know because I've seen the geekiest guys come to me and turn their shit around, and they beast now. You understand? They're assertive, they dominant, they get money, they get women, and they was like geeks, damn near virgins. You feel me? So just like you have that beast inside of you to be masculine and dominant, they have that in them to be feminine, right? We ain't gonna even talk about role reversals and all that. We ain't gonna do all that, but like I said, that was basically to address a masculinity shouldn't, a woman being feminine shouldn't really have anything to do with a man's masculinity. The thing is in this world to survive, right? The perception is you can't be feminine, right? Because femininity ain't strong enough to survive in a world like this without men. It's just not. Femininity isn't strong enough to survive. Not while you have masculinity. It can't beat it. Like it can't, So in order to survive, you have to develop masculine qualities and masculine traits. This is why you see women who come from certain environments tend to be more masculine. Women who work in certain environments tend to be more masculine. Police women who go into the police force, they masculine as hell. Women who go into the army, into the military, they usually come out masculine as fuck. Right? This is how it is. Society makes women masculine because they out here with no protection. They out here competing. They out here doing masculine things. Right? And there was a certain something that convinced them that that was the way to be. You understand? And it backfired. And now they're starting to realize that that ain't what it is. So now you see a lot of them now speaking up. And when they speak up, you should encourage them to speak up. You should encourage women to speak up. You understand? You guys should encourage women like that to speak up so other young women can see that feminism bullshit. Because feminism tells you that Keri Hilson is a fucking lie. Feminism would say Keri Hilson is a lie and that masculinity is toxic and there's no such thing as male leaders. Males shouldn't lead because males are toxic. And you don't need a man. You don't need to follow a man because they're going to do you wrong. That's what feminism would tell her. Say to Keri Hilson. But she's basically speaking out against that. I just need me a strong man that's going to lead and make me feel secure. Boom, and you got me. What's wrong with that? You guys should encourage that. So young women can see that. Not go against it. Not go against it. You dig? Now, I know a lot of you guys gonna ask, so how do I get, how do I get the women to be emotionally secure? That's I can go all night with that, but I will tell you guys this, right? Because again, a lot of you guys took this and you being jaded, you being he-man woman haters, it made you see it through a completely different lens for something that it wasn't, right? Fellas, control your fucking emotions, right? Control your emotions. Control your emotions. Be solid. Maintain frame. Maintain frame. Why do they tell you? See, this the craziness, right? You got to maintain frame so she can be secure and, you can maintain frame and never let people take you off your square. Why do you guys know why I tell you that or why people should tell you that? You know why that's a thing? To have a masculine frame? They tell you all the time, you got to be masculine so she can be feminine. Okay, so when the bitch said, when Keri Hilson said, it's like, oh, no, hell no. We say all the time, masculine frame, masculine frame. You got it. When you in your masculine, they're going to be feminine. Oh, yeah, hell yeah, red pill for life. The bitch said, it's like, oh, no, hell no, why? Complaining and crying. When you go look, you look at her cry. When you see people crying like that, before I get into this, when you see guys crying and complaining, those are guys who can't step up to who can't show out, who can't perform. Because real dudes know that's all you need. Those are guys who can't figure it out. They can't perform. And I'm not talking about sexually or no shit like that. They can't perform. They don't know how to. They don't know how to perform. The real players understood exactly what she was talking about because we've been doing that all our lives. But guys who don't understand that, oh no, what the fuck are you talking about? Hell no, you're just lying and you're just talking and you're supposed to be feminine anyway. And I just want my trophy for showing up, right? Come on, man. Y'all gonna blow me, bro. But anyway, back to this masculine frame shit. I kind of lost my thought, but whatever. Controlling your emotions in masculine frame. Tell y'all time. Have a masculine frame. Why? Why is that? Well, you know why people tell you to have a masculine frame? So the fucking woman feels secure in your masculinity. She can trust you to protect her. That's why masculine. Y'all just use these buzzwords because y'all think it sounds cool. There's a reason why they say that. Not just because keep a masculine frame, but because it's attractive. You know why it's attractive? Because a woman looks at you and you're masculine and you have a masculine frame and she can open up in it and be safe in it. That's why it's attractive. You got to start using y'all fucking heads. That's why the masculine frame is attractive. So the woman can look at you and say, oh my God, I can open up and be my fucking self. And I can be my slut self. And I can let my hair down. And I can just be vulnerable. And this masculine man got me. That's why they tell you to have a fucking masculine frame. Not because the masculine frame sounds cool and y'all think you just got to walk around macho and get in the fucking gym. No, that's not what that's about. That is here and here. That's called being solid. Where I come from, that's called masculine frame. Is called being solid. Right? That's why. Not because it's cool or it looks cute to say masculine frame. Because it's so when a woman looks at you and she sizes you up because she wants to be a certain type of way, because society has her with her guard up because it's real out here. So when she sees you, right? Oh my God, this guy's so masculine. I can finally fucking relax because it's dangerous out here in the jungle. But now I got a man who will protect me. This is going on subconsciously and consciously to a degree. This is that guy. I'll sleep with him tonight. I'll give him my body tonight. That's how turned on by the masculine frame that I am. It's not to look cute. Stop you just taking buzzwords and just pair them and you don't know what the fuck they mean. You don't know what it means. You don't know what you're talking about. You just saying shit because it sound cool and you think it make you look cute and you just regurgitating this shit in comments. You got to have a masculine frame and you don't even know why. You don't even know why. You understand? Y'all got to take this shit serious and get off the. It's cool to be on the internet, but get out here and fucking go live and you'll understand exactly what she was saying. If you dealt with a woman, if you had a girlfriend, and she was submissive to you, she was sweet to you and all that, you would understand exactly. And a girlfriend who liked you for you and wasn't just using you, because y'all be having women that use y'all all the time. And you had a girlfriend that was with you for you, and she desired you for you and your character and your personality and the things that you had, and you was masculine. If you had a girl like that, you would understand exactly what Keri Hilson was saying. You have a masculine frame. You just gotta be mad. You don't even know why you don't know why you saying it, or you don't even know why you're doing it. You don't even know what it is. Feel what I'm saying? Part of masculinity, a huge portion of masculinity, is protecting people, protecting the tribe, protecting the group, protecting your family, protecting yourself. That is a part of masculinity. If you don't have the protection down, and it's not just physical protection, it's not just because you go beat somebody up. If you don't have the protection part down, you're not masculine. If you don't have the leadership part down, you're not masculine. If you can't protect your woman, you're not masculine. And I'm not just talking about physical violence. You're not masculine. This is masculine frame. Being able to protect people, being able to provide, not be a trick, provide stability, provide food, provide resources, provide comfort, provide direction, provide leadership, provide protection, provide insight, provide emotional security, provide. You don't have ambition, you're not masculine. But we ain't talking about ambition. We're just talking about leadership. And this is what having a masculine frame is. Having a masculine frame means having the qualities that makes you masculine, not sitting on a date frowning, trying to look tough. You can laugh and joke and smile and be masculine. You guys think Being masculine means acting tough and looking with a frown and scowl on your face. That's not being masculine. Being masculine and having a masculine frame is embodying and having the characteristics, I can't even talk, of masculinity: ambition, drive, leadership, protection, security, discomfort, emotional stability, self-discipline, control. These is, if you have these, then you have a masculine frame. Remember, I said emotional control, being able to control your emotions. I get to that. But if you have these things, that makes you masculine. Not how much you can lift. Oh yeah, strength, and not just physical strength, emotional strength, mental strength. You understand? You have these qualities, then you have a masculine frame. Not sitting there acting tough with your arms crossed on the date, looking mean. So y'all gotta. No, that's not a fucking masculine frame. Sorry to bring clouds over your parade, right? Because I know. So now, when you want to have a masculine frame, because you got to work for that. The masculine frame, you have to work for that. You have to be those things. When you have those qualities, you have a masculine frame, bro. Nothing more, nothing less. Now let's talk about emotional security, right? Damn, man, I want to get into the thing. I've been going off on this shit for like 30 minutes. Let's talk about emotional security, right? Women have to trust you in order to be able to open up to you, right? I just did a whole thing about lying, but it's not only about lying. How can a woman trust you with her emotions as far as being vulnerable and open with you if you fucking can't control yours? You guys fall into arguments easily. You fall into toxic drama. You name calling. Fuck you, shut up, you fucking bitch. And getting emotionally, get moved, letting a bitch move you out your emotions and take you off your square and take you off frame and all this shit, right? Like I y'all say, a woman will never submit to you if you can't control your fucking emotions. You understand? And not just the bad emotions, the good emotions too. Because she can't be safe with you. There's no emotional security if you can't control your emotions and you act just like her. Controlling your emotions don't mean suppressing your emotions. Controlling your emotions means not letting your emotions dictate your words and your actions. A lot of you guys get mad, right? And you curse your girl out. Or you see your girl getting ready to go out to have a night out with her friends. You get jealous and you don't know how to control it. So you start asking, well, where you going? When you coming back? I don't trust you. And now it's a problem because you let your emotions dictate what come out of your mouth. You let your emotions dictate your actions. That's what I mean about not controlling your emotions. It's not just about not hitting the bitch in the mouth when she make you mad. That's a part of it too. But I'm talking about all your emotions, your insecurities, your jealousy, your anger, your excitement. You feel me? If you can't control your emotions, no woman is ever, if a woman sees that you can't control your emotions, she's never going to submit to you. Not fully, at least. Now you can have, does that mean she won't be cooperative? Does that mean she won't be in your corner? Does that mean she won't be with you? No, but we're talking about you guys want submission for real. A big chunk of that is controlling your fucking emotions. And the way you provide emotional security is controlling your fucking emotions. So she can see, okay, I'm cool. I can let my guard down. I can be safe with my emotions because he can handle his. But if you can't handle yours, if you can't handle your emotions, why would she give you that if you can't even handle yours? If I saw that you couldn't manage your money, right? If I saw that you couldn't manage your money, I would be a goddamn fool to give you my money to manage. A woman would be a goddamn fool to give you her emotions, give you herself, and you can't manage yourself. Right? You would be a goddamn fool. This is let me put the concept, let me try to make this concept easier for you to understand. You would be a goddamn fool if you put a baby in a chick who couldn't even take care of her damn self, who didn't bathe, who didn't feed herself the right shit. You would be a fool to put a baby in her. You'll be a fool to give her your seed. Women look at you the same way when you can't control your emotions. So if a woman can't control her life, how is she going to be able to control your kid? Right? If you can't control your emotions, if you're not disciplined enough to control your emotions, you can't provide emotional security. You're not masculine if you can't control your emotions. If a woman, if you get into a disagreement or a debate or argument with your wife and you fly off the handle, you're like, you fucking stinking bitch, I hate you for life, and you're texting long paragraphs, you're not masculine because you have no emotional control. You don't have a masculine frame. Part of masculinity and having a masculine frame, a huge chunk of it is emotions, controlling your emotions. And the reason you need to have to control your emotions is so you can provide emotional security to the people that follow you, women included, your children included. I have kids. Let's look at it this way. Let's take the females out of it. Let's look at it this way. Anybody got kids know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm the man in my situation, right? I'm the dominant masculine man in my little tribe, right? How can I teach my children to control their emotions and I can't control mine? That's number one. How would my children feel if I couldn't control my emotions? What would that do to my children? Mine, growing up into adulthood, if their father couldn't control his emotions, if whenever their father got mad, he went off the handle and verbally abused them, emotionally abused them, what would that say for my children? And how would my children grow up? If their father, the alpha male in their tribe, right? The alpha in their tribe, who's responsible for their tribe, the masculine dominant male in their tribe, couldn't control himself, couldn't control his emotions. My children have emotional security because their father can control his fucking emotions. My children can be children. They don't have to grow up too fast. They don't have to shut down. They don't have to be in a world anxious and panicky and develop anxieties because their father can control his fucking emotions. Their father provides them emotional security. Anybody that's ever grew up with a mother or a father who couldn't control their emotions understand how it feels to not have emotional security and what that feels like growing up and what you turn into growing into adulthood. Now, I hope you guys understand that. Now, let's take it off of that for a second and apply that same concept to women. Women need you. They need you for emotional security. So when you can't provide that, that spells danger for them. If you can't control your emotions, that spells danger for them. You understand what I'm saying? The guys, you know, when you get these guys who are very abusive to women, right? They're really abusive and they can't control their emotions, right? Or so it seems. What they showed these women to get open like that was extreme emotional control. The women wouldn't open up. That's why they have to flip on them. That's why you hear women say he wasn't like that. Because see, we'll question a woman to be like, damn, you couldn't see the signs that he beating your ass, that he gonna beat your ass. No, they don't, because those guys are good. Those guys are good at showing a woman that they can control themselves, that they are safe with them. So the woman opens up and then they flip on down the line. They flip on them down the line. You wouldn't be able to have a victim smacking a bitch in the mouth on the first date or flying off the handle of the first date. No, these guys, these abusers, real abusers, they're good at controlling their emotions. They know how to control their emotions. The abuse is not the abuse. The real abusers is not really a lot. I'm talking about men who abuse their women day in, day in. Not a guy who get drunk like Richard Sherman and fucking fly off the deep end, right? A lack of emotional control, by the way. Not a guy like that, but a guy who's abusive and that's what he does. He feeds off of that. That's not a lack of control. That's calculated. He feeds off of misery, right? He feeds off of the weakness and vulnerability from a woman. He feeds off of the fear. So when you see a guy like that, that's not a lack of self-control. In fact, he can practice self-control and emotional control so good that a woman will open up to him fully and completely. And he's able to trap her like that. You understand? Emotional control is a big part of a woman submitting to you. And if a woman sees that you can't control your emotions, you know how they see that you can't control your emotions in the beginning? When you don't text them back, when you text them and they at work and they ain't text you all day, and then they text you back, or you double text, or you getting your feelings about little shit. You know, you getting your feelings because they ain't text you back right away, or you start double texting. This is how women know how to see you don't have emotional control. They know how to see it. Women know how to spot this early. Women have developed to be able to see things early in you so they don't make the stupid mistakes. You understand? We don't. Shit. It's like damn near logical to, if you text somebody and they don't text you, to text them back to say, hey, what's going on? That's logical, right? But it shows the woman that you can't practice self-control. You don't have emotional discipline. You don't have emotional control because you get in your feelings and you start questioning. Women see this, they learn how to see this early, and that's a big part of it. And that's all the chick was saying, bro. Basically, control your fucking emotions. And as a man, that's what you're tasked to do. One of your jobs is to provide emotional security. In order to do that, in order for a woman to see that you can provide her emotional security, she has to see that you can control your own goddamn emotions. It's a simple concept. I know I went on in a long rant, but it's a simple concept. Simple concept, right? And like she said, and I'm gonna be done with this. Like she said, let me see what she said. Even successful, strong women want to feel safe enough to be soft. That is our true nature, right? The man who makes me feel safe will have the world. Bro, that's another thing I don't get. Like, you guys, like, why y'all got mad at that, right? Because y'all say all the time, well, they like the street guys because the street guys can protect them and all this shit. Duh. Like, I don't care. Again, I don't care how independent she is. I don't care, what she say on this fucking internet. I don't care. At the end of the day, she is who she is. She's a woman at her core. At the end of the day, I appreciate Keri Hilson for coming out and going against the grain, because that's not favorable to say, especially amongst women. That's not the thing to do, especially amongst women. You understand what I'm saying? So I appreciate her for having the courage to come out and say that. That despite what I say, she basically said, despite what I say, despite what we say, we still are soft, vulnerable women. And we just want to relax in that vulnerability. The same thing I've been telling you for 3 fucking years. You want to know how to be a player? That's how. Learn how to do that. Learn how to make a woman feel relaxed in her vulnerability. There you go. That's how you be a player. I just gave you the fucking game. You dig what I'm saying? I just gave you the whole game. Players learn how to do that from the beginning. I learned how to do that when I was a teenager. Make a woman feel safe with you and relaxed and let her hair down and vulnerable. And she ain't going to be judged. And she could just be herself. And she'll love you long time. You understand? That's how you do it, fellas. She just gave you the game, but you so jaded. You got your hater glasses on. You ain't even see it. She gave you the whole game, but you ain't even see it because you jaded. You ain't see it because you jaded, man. Y'all, you take all these fucking pills and you think you're masculine, and you have no idea what masculinity is. You have no idea what masculinity is, bro. Have no fucking idea. It has nothing to do with going to no gym and taking pre-workout and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Shit is here, bro. Being solid is here and here. You feel me? That's what it's about. But that ends that. I'm going to get up off that for right now. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Let me read some of these comments and some of these super chats. Can I get a one? Can I get a one in the chat if you're feeling that fire, which I know you're feeling that fire? How you get over the finest girl you ever been with? She a serious 10 when I be pulling sevens. You super chat me, so I'm answering the question. Please give me the steps. This is what you do, right? Yeah, in order to get over a 10 or 2 or 5, you take the energy that you put into her and you put it into yourself. Easy money. It's easy money, but it's a hard thing to do. The energy that you give to her, watching her, thinking about her, stalking her or texting her or looking at her stories, investing emotional attention, emotional investments, and investing your attention and investing your time. Take that same energy that you give to her and give it to yourself. And watch how fast your life change. It's that simple. It's simple, but it's a difficult thing to do. And when you when you can do difficult things like that, you level up. You level up in the game. Have you ever had a situation where a woman flipped the script on you? Of course. Of course. When I was younger. Yeah. Of course, when I was younger. Shout out to Afi. Appreciate you for the $5 super chat. Facts, bro. Another one is when a woman says something about you and you get defensive or react. Yeah, they know, like when a woman says something about you or says something about, your ideas or something, and you get defensive. Or when they see that you that you judge other people and shit like that. Yeah, for sure. Appreciate that one. But women have ways to know early on. Before they even go on a date with you to know if you emotionally secure or not. Most of them. The Way of the Superior Man is an excellent book. I'll pay for it for you if you got cash out. I get it. Let's read some of these comments. But anyway, I'm gonna go on and react to this damn video. Let's see. Let's pull this up. A little water break. I gotta go drain the weasel. So that's what I want y'all to do. This is what I want y'all to do. We finna we're going to watch that video of the girl together because I ain't even watched it yet. So hey, I'm about to hit y'all with some player-ish right here. So get your pads, get your pencils. Hey, can y'all hear that? And take notes. I'm about to show you how to make can y'all hear that special the player way. I'm gonna give you 3 tips and strategies that you can implement to have it feeling all mushy and gushy inside. on some player ish. You dig? Let's get it. Now, the first thing before we get into the 3 tips, the first thing you got to understand is that they have huge egos, right? See, guys think women, the narrative is, oh, male ego, male egos. Well, newsflash, women have huge egos, and you got to stroke it. You got to appeal to her ego and stroke it just like she do yours. You understand what I'm saying? So understand that they have insanely huge egos, and it's easy to stroke it. It's real easy to stroke it, and it's easy to break it. It's easy to break the ego down, and it's easy to stroke it because it's so big and fragile. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna teach you that. But I just need you guys to understand that. Now, also understand that in the manosphere, they tell you guys, oh, no validation and treat them like this, and no, don't validate them, and all this old crap, right? Well, you have to understand, you're not going to be able to maintain no woman long term unless she feels special every once in a while. You're not going to be able to maintain no relationship, no situationship, or no plates or rotations or whatever you call it, without putting this game down effectively. It's not going to work. So get over the whole no validation crap, right? Get over that. You got to make them feel special. You got to make them feel, googly inside and shit like that. You have to. It's, if, ands, or buts about that. Now, one more thing. I know what you guys thinking. Damn, I'm going to have to be a simp, and, I'm going to have to simp out. Nah, see, you thinking I'm going to teach you how to do nice shit and give her things. That's not what's going on here. Doing nice shit and treating her special and treating her like you think she's the fucking princess or queen, that's not really effective. That shit only work on really extremely vulnerable women. But most girls throughout their life, get treated special on the regular. So that's not effective. So that's not what you're gonna get. You're about to get some player shit. So let's get into it, right? I'm gonna give you 3 tips. Again, 3 tips how to make her feel special the player way. Now, the first tip you can implement is to have her provide you value or service you in a way, and then you show her and display to her how that helped you. You show her or display to her how that made, saved you time, or, how, it helped your situation. I'll give you an example. Let's say, you caught up busy and you need her to take your clothes to the cleaners and shit, right? You have her do this, you have her take your clothes to the cleaners, and when she get back, you let her know, yo, I really appreciate what you did for me. That shit saved me so much time. I got X, Y, and Z done. They take pride in shit like that. They take pride in their nurturing qualities. They are hardwired to be nurturers and to serve you. A lot of guys don't realize how women are hardwired to serve them. Society kind of teaches us society kind of teaches us that we should serve women, and we should make sure, we do everything to treat them special and treat them like a princess. But that's not how things go. And the guys that do that usually end up losing. You know what I'm saying? Women get delighted and they get damn near aroused when they serve you. So show her, make her provide you value, and then show her how it helped you. Show her how, and you ain't got to simp out and be like, oh baby, I'm gonna just give you the world. But let her know, like, damn, I really appreciate that. That shit saved me so much time. And I was able to get XYZ done. And that makes them feel special. This some player shit. You guys got to understand, this some real deal player shit. But yeah, and make her provide you value. Can y'all hear me? We back. We back. Where y'all at? Y'all in here? Y'all in here still? Are y'all in here still? We still rocking and rolling? Damn. Hold up. All right. So for those of you who don't know, For those of you who don't know, on Monday I did an emergency broadcast about this woman named Dahlia DiPolito who tried to kill her husband. She met her dude. She met this guy. You know, she met this guy, and he got married to her. Right? They married her. So she tried to, she was setting him up, putting the police on him, trying to get him locked up so she can take everything. That didn't work. So she came up with a plan to kill him. Was talking to the ex-boyfriend. Her and the ex-boyfriend was still chit-chatting. Right? Her and the ex-boyfriend was still chit-chatting. So she devised the plan to say, hey, I want to, she told the ex-boyfriend, hey, I want to get this dude done in, right? I want to off this dude. So he went along with it until he seen that she was dead serious. So what he did was went to the police. So the police get wind of it. They set up a sting operation, and she actually paid the undercover officer to kill her husband. Right? So she was at the gym. They told her, hey, go to the house. We're going to make it look like a burglary. Go to the gym or go out, and we're going to make it look like a burglary, and we're going to, and I'm going to smoke him while I break in. When I break in, I'm going to smoke him. So she knew this the plan. So when she at the gym, the detective called her like, hey, you need to come back to the house. Something serious going on. So she got there. They kind of trolled her. They staged a whole fake murder scene. And she was just like, her evil side came out. But I just wanted to, we're going to react to this together because I want you guys to see the evil in women. The evil that you see in women is not aggressive, right? Everybody has a little evil streak in them. Everybody has the capacity. Let me not even say that. Everybody don't have the capacity to be like that. Let me not say that. But there are people who have the capacity to be very evil. But usually when you see evil in a woman, it's not what you think. It's not aggressive. It's not violent. It's not loud. It's not even toxic. It's very soft. It's sweet and it's feminine. Like they say, the devil wears a blue dress. That's what they mean. Now, does this mean that all women are evil? No. But when you can get a woman, when a woman's evil side comes out, or her vindictive gene, or that devil comes out of her, you more than likely won't think that you more than likely won't see it for evil, because it's different than what you know evil to be. The society teaches you that evil is something different. It's aggressive, it's violent, it's loud, it's brash, right? It's arrogant. Society usually teaches you that's what evil is. And thanks to feminism, evil can be violent and loud and brash and bold and arrogant. It can be. Right? But evil can also be soft. It can come very soft and sweet. Right? And pleasurable. Enjoyable. I want you guys to understand this. This is the evil in women. Like this is the evil. When I say the evil in women, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. You understand? And they say never trust a pretty face and a smile, never trust a big butt and a smile. They don't come up with that to sound cool. I say that all the time. But basically, that's what this is about. We're gonna react to this video together. Now, I just gave y'all the plot because I want y'all to see something. Right? And we did this whole thing on Monday. So go catch the playback to that. Because I left it up. The stream is called How to Vet Women. It's called How to Vet Women. So go and watch that. Because this is like part 2 to that. So what I'm about to show you guys is a woman who thinks that her husband has been killed. She thinks her plan went through, right? So she's at the gym and the officers call her, hey, come back to the house. She gets there and she sees a crime scene. They tell her, oh, your husband has been killed in a home invasion. And I want you to see what evil looks like. So watch this shit. Y'all ready for this shit? Press 1. Before I go, what the lights look like? Before I get started, press 1. I need to see who all with me. Press 1. Press 1. Where we at? Who we got in the house? Press 1 if y'all ready for this shit. This is what evil looks like. This is why y'all should have came to my How to Vet Women Properly webinar as well. Okay, I'm seeing everybody in here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hold up. Once I start playing it, y'all let me know. So, is this it? No, this is not the right one. Hold up. This ain't the right one. Okay, this is the right one. I was about to play the wrong thing. Okay. So this is her. She found out, quote unquote, that her husband had been murdered. Now, mind you, she's in on it all the time because she paid the hitman. Look at her reaction. Hold up. Let me make sure I did that right. Hold up. Sorry. I gotta get it together. I know I gotta get it together. Okay. There we go.
I'm Sergeant Ramsey. I'm the one that...
Can y'all hear that? Pablo, what's up, Pablo? Can y'all hear this?
I'm Sergeant.
Let me know if y'all can hear that. Can y'all hear it, right? Come on, hurry up. Can y'all hear that? I just want to make sure y'all can hear it. Yes or no? Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that?
I'm Sergeant Ramsey. I'm the one that...
Okay. All right. Let's go.
I'm Sergeant Ramsey. I'm the one that called you. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry to call you. Listen, we had a report of a disturbance at your house, and there were shots fired. Is your husband Michael? Okay, I'm sorry to tell you, man. He's been killed. He's been killed, man. I'm sorry. Listen.
No.
Now, did y'all see how fast those tears came? Bitch cry on command. Boom, tears, full blown tears on just like that. Just like that. Remember when I tell you they can cry on command, fellas. I told y'all one day soon I'm gonna go to one of them spring break shits or whatever, and I'm gonna take $1,500, $2,000. I'm gonna take me a camera and I'm gonna pay women $50 to cry on command. And I just want to show y'all how they be playing y'all. Bitch is balling, bro. She the one set it up. You know what I'm saying? She been trying to listen. This story get deep because she was literally putting the police on the man, like calling the police like, hey, he sell drugs because he was on parole. So she was trying to get him to go back to prison so she can take everything. You feel me? She completely duped him. But he a fool. He a fool because, you know, we're gonna, you know, he should have known better. He should have known better, but this is what they do. When you say, hey man, I seen something crazy in your phone, that's what they do right there. Hey man, I ain't really feeling that. What that shit be about? Oh my god, snot and all that shit. Look at this shit.
Sorry to tell you, man. He's been killed. He's been killed, man. I'm sorry.
No.
Listen.
No.
Try to calm down. Listen, right now what we need to get you to the station. We need to get you to our police station. I can't let you stay, man. We have to do our job. If you want us to find this killer, okay? We need you to calm down. I'm gonna need you to go with these detectives, okay?
Shit funny to me. I'm gonna tell you something, fellas. In order for you to be solid, you have to learn how to not let a woman's tears affect you. you have to not learn how to let a woman's tears affect you, because a woman's tears affect men. When a man sees a woman's tears, his testosterone levels drop. Right? You have to get to. I've seen women cry so much in my face, bro, for all type of reasons. I don't want to leave. Don't leave me. Oh my God, bro. I've been seeing women cry all my life. So a woman's tears doesn't really faze me anymore, like at all. You guys have to get to that point. If you can't get to that point, you're always open to be manipulated. Right? Now, does that mean when a woman's cry, she's faking? No, that's not what that means. Her tears may be sincere, but they may not be. You understand what I'm saying? And if a woman's tears can move you, you're going to always be the guy who's getting manipulated. You feel me? Let's finish.
Enemies? Is there anyone that would want to hurt him? Okay, who would want to hurt him? Witnesses said they saw a black male running from you. I can't let you see him, ma'am. Ma'am, I cannot do this right now.
Your motherfuckers even said black male. He tried it. He said,
I can't do it. Detective Yopi, I need you to take her to the station. I can't. Ma'am, go with these detectives. If you want to help your husband, okay? If you want to help your husband, you need to go to the station with these gentlemen and tell us everything you know about who he knows, who he's connected to. Don't worry, we've already taken care of dogs with animal control for right now. Everything's under control. And we'll take care of everything else, okay? Thank you, guys.
Yeah, so that's that. So, yeah, this lady paid to have her husband killed, right? And the police basically trolled her. Like, oh, this wasn't real. They was just like, the man was damn near laughing. You know what I'm saying? Because he like, this fucking bitch, this fucking evil, lying bitch, right? So I wanted to play the interview. I wanted to watch the interview because while we was doing this on Monday, I saw that I saw that she had a 40-minute interview that I never saw, because I knew about this story already, right? I knew about this story because this happened in Florida. This happened in Florida, not too, a couple of hours away from me, this case. But I didn't know that she did an interview. So what happened was she got out. She won an appeal on a technicality, right? On some technical issue. The system fucked up somewhere. So she got out on appeal. So when she was getting retried, when she was having a new trial, she was out on bond at home on an ankle monitor, right? Because a lot of the times when you come back on appeal, you got to go through the county jail shit again, and then you can bond out on the charges. So she was out on bond at home with an ankle monitor. So she was doing interviews and shit, but I didn't know that. Right. So this is one of the interviews that she did, and we're going to watch it together. Because when I was doing the show Monday, I was like, oh shit, she got an interview. I want to see this shit. And it's crazy. I flipped to a certain part and the bitch was fake crying again. But that's neither here nor there. I haven't watched this yet because I want to watch it with y'all, and I want my reaction to be as raw as possible. Right? I know this is going to be funny and sad at the same time. So I haven't watched this yet. So we're about to watch this right now. We're about to watch this right now. So let's get into it. I want to make sure y'all hear it. Let's see. All right. Let me know if y'all can hear this.
Mr. Polito, is your husband Michael?
Newlywed Dahlia DiPolito getting the worst news ever.
I'm sorry to tell you, man.
Can y'all hear that? Can you guys hear that? All right, cool. Let's go. Oh, shit.
He's been killed.
There's wailing, hysteria. But are those tears as fake as the crime scene? Staged by police, but filmed by cops. Literally, the TV show. The police say she wanted him dead.
They didn't plot anything.
That they have proof caught on hidden camera, hiring a hitman.
Nobody's gonna be able to point a finger at me. That's like 5,000% sure.
She wasn't just 100% sure. She was.
I got to stop it every couple of minutes to talk because I don't know the copyright. I don't know how that's going to work, but Yeah, they got on camera and everything, like talking to the fake hitman. She paid him and everything. So
5,000% sure that she wanted her husband killed.
But Dahlia says the only reality was getting herself and her husband on reality TV.
If they could do it, there's no reason why we can't do it.
They wanted to submit that, post it on YouTube to try to get acting parts.
So
she goes back, right? She ended up losing her appeal, by the way. She ended up losing her appeal and getting 17 years or something like that. She ended up getting her, getting her appeal. She got her appeal, got retried, but she lost her trial, so she ended up getting like 17 years. So she tried to come back and say that they all planned it so they can be on reality TV. And so the dude, Mike, her ex-husband, like, bitch, I ain't playing that. No, bitch, you tried to kill me. No. So she she trying to run with this shit and like all like, bitch is evil, bro. This is it right here.
the goal here was to be famous.
She got what she wanted.
Work it, work it.
The outrageous story that made national headlines.
One of the wildest and one of the craziest.
The story just got huger and huger.
But tonight, she's finally telling her version.
This is the first time you have ever talked about this case, correct?
All right, let me okay.
Out only to 2020, things aren't so open and shut. Instead of asking how much did she want to get rid of her husband, her lawyers say you should ask how far did she go to get on reality TV. Here's Amy Robach.
Now, how you gonna stage that? Like
Palm Beach, Florida.
Crazy.
Mansions face the shoreline.
Fellas, these hoes crazy, bro. This is what evil looks like, bro. This is the evil in them. Now, it may not manifest in murder, right? But I just want you to pay attention when she start talking, how soft she sound, even how convincing she sound to the untrained eye, right? And women have a weapon called sympathy. Women can talk and talk soft, and most people will sympathize with them just because. Look at the chick that happened, the Jake Paul situation. Most people sympathize with her, even though it was clear she was lying. The text message she showed that after the so-called incident, she kept trying to hang out with him, but you can see that he was ignoring her. Like she kept like, even though she even showed this, but just because she had a soft voice and looked like she was on the brink of tears, she got support and sympathy from the whole world. This is a weapon that evil women use. You understand? Pay attention to this.
Pricey jewels fill the store windows. Bentleys dot the boulevards. But just down the road, the bling disappears as if a wave swept it away.
If Palm Beach is...
This is what it seems.
Try to calm down.
Turns out police are duping Dahlia. That whole crime scene, it's fake. Police claim Dahlia ordered a hit on her husband and that they have hidden camera video to prove it.
Nobody's going to be able to point a finger at me.
First comes love, then comes marriage, then murder. This story was on newscasts everywhere.
Dahlia DiPolito, she is the Boynton Beach newlywed.
All right, get to the bitch talking, bro. All right, here we go. I think this is it.
It looks like, and it doesn't come off at all.
She says she's on medication for what is unsurprising, depression and anxiety, and that faith is what gets her through each day.
See, this is why y'all should have took my course. Those who know, I talked about women who have severe mental issues and they take medication for it. I talked about that type of shit in my How to Vet a Woman Properly course. Y'all better take the opportunities when you have them to learn about shit, because this can easily be you. Easily. Because unfortunately, a lot of guys do end up dead. A lot of guys aren't fortunate to have, the ex-boyfriend like freak out and like, nah, bitch, you tripping. You understand? A lot of guys, don't get what Mike got. And a lot of guys end up dead or in jail. You understand? Behind women like this.
Her favorite escape? Listening to worship music. Her favorite band? Hilson.
Touch the sky. All the songs are just about people going through struggles. I feel like I'm, casting away the negativity and just really bringing in light.
What's been the hardest part?
Not knowing when it's over, not being able to leave, watching everybody around me being able to come and go as they want, and I can't do that, and just trying to be happy for them as they're coming back and forth and stuff.
Shut up, you devil.
Her downfall
You
began
fucking devil, bitch. You see this bitch trying to cry again, bro? Tears welling up and shit. Shut up. But see, people sympathize with that, bro. See, I don't sympathize with it because women's tears don't affect me. I don't sympathize with it because a woman's tears don't affect me anymore. But the world sympathizes with stuff like that. It's just so hard. Shut up, bitch.
and she says the day she met what she thought was her dream man.
What was your initial impression of Mike DiPolito?
Charming.
He was a workout fanatic and self-employed marketer, and more than a decade older. But no matter, they had instant chemistry.
What drew you?
What they tell you? What they tell you in the red pill? Get your muscles, get money, get your muscles, and all that. That shit ain't gonna save you, bro. What did he do? He married a fucking hooker who couldn't see. He couldn't see worth it. He didn't have no game for nothing, but he had muscles. He had a lot of money, handsome guy, all that. But what that mean? He damn near lost his fucking life. Oh, you got to get jacked. Hit the gym, get jacked. Now, you should look as best as you can, right? But that shit ain't going to save you, bro. If you don't have game, a simp and his money shall part. If you don't have game, none of that shit don't mean nothing. If you don't have game, none of that shit means nothing because a woman is hardwired. Women are hardwired to separate you from your money. You feel what I'm saying? So, get your game together. Get your game together.
To him.
He was really, really engaging, and I felt a really strong connection.
We seemed to hit it off really quick.
What do you think Michael saw in you?
My personality.
I guess we were active sexually. You know, that seemed to be on point.
Well, there was that. And of course, Mike had a Porsche, seemed to have plenty of money, and a nice new condo in this complex, Renaissance Commons. What better setup to start a new life?
My man Baller. We hit it off sexually. This is what happens when you're vulnerable. What I tell you guys all the time, when you vulnerable and you hurt, because he was hurt from his wife. And it's, you know, as soon as she got her, he left the wife for her. You got to heal. You got to get your game up. You got to heal, become solid, because you fall for shit. You have emotional glasses and you see the world through an emotional lens, and you start thinking with your goddamn emotions. You start letting your emotions dictate your actions and your decisions. And it almost cost my man his life.
I would say I was naive in that I just never imagined something out as crazy as what happened would happen. You know, you would never see that coming.
Indeed. Who would have imagined that the DiPolitos would be a duo on the tip of so many tongues?
Dahlia DiPolito.
Dahlia DiPolito.
When people hear the name Dahlia DiPolito, what do you think comes to mind?
Everything negative. All the headlines, the person they're describing, it's definitely not me.
When Dahlia sat down with us for her first television interview, she wanted to talk about a very different Dahlia. A girl with a normal upbringing who danced, played sports.
I had a really great childhood, happy, had a lot of friends.
She went to Catholic high school, then on to college, and soon after got a real estate license, a career choice as natural in South Florida as sunscreen at the beach. For someone with a personality like she describes.
I didn't have a hard time getting along with people.
Shirley didn't have trouble getting along with Mike. The two lovebirds were so happy dating. It was only a small issue that he was, well, married to someone else.
I was told that he...
I already watch this bitch try to play the victim. Watch this. I'm telling you. I see him setting it up right now. She finna try to play the victim.
was going through the divorce proceedings.
Would you have had a problem had that not been the case, if he just was a married guy who was looking for some fun on the side?
Yes.
Mike had a past, but he says so did Dahlia. Mike says Dahlia wasn't just selling real estate, she was selling herself as an escort.
Well, I didn't meet her in church. That's obvious. Needless to say, you know, I was married. I made a bad decision. I called an escort. She came.
I better stop fucking tricking. Stop tricking. Stop tricking. Stop fucking tricking. Stop tricking. Just a low quality people. You're dealing with low quality people when you buy tricks. Not to mention the dangers of tricking, what it does to your self-esteem. But when you trick, you're in a very low state, and you going to attract low quality people when you trick. Women who sell their bodies are low quality. It is what it is. So be careful. If she'll sell her body and her soul for money, what you think she'll do for yours? You understand?
Okay, so it may not have been exactly a fairy tale romance, but Mike says he fell for her regardless. And just a few months later, he got divorced, and they wasted.
And you notice she didn't say that about herself? You feel me? She didn't say that because she know better than to say that. I grew up normal, and I had my real estate license. So do most strippers and hookers. They did get their real estate license. See, they didn't say, I was thriving in real estate. See, they try to paint the narrative like, oh, she got her real estate license. Just because you have a real estate license, that don't fucking mean shit. That don't mean shit because you have a real estate license. But anyway, let's go. Let's get to this. Shit is ridiculous.
Did no time. 5 days later, they were married.
Why rush into the marriage? Why say, okay, your divorce is final, let's run to the courthouse and get married?
It clearly wasn't well thought out.
But from all appearances, it was working out. By day, the newlyweds exchanging love notes.
We weren't like the party type or anything like that. And so I liked the homey type of, environment.
Their nights, Dahlia says, often spent snuggling at home watching reality TV. Shows like Cheaters and Real Housewives of New York.
Okay, no, it's not right.
You gonna fight with me now?
Did Mike love it? Did you love it? Did you love it together?
He liked the fact that people would be on these shows and essentially get paid to do nothing. It's just watching them at home or on their couch.
Back then, it was all innocent fun, she says. Two people just dreaming together of being on TV.
He said, if they could do it, if you're watching these people do it, there's no reason why, we can't do it. We
listen. Oh my God. You see how she came on here trying to spin it, and the bitch lying through her teeth, bro. Just like lying. Literally lying, bro. Look at this
look
shit.
better than those people, and why not?
But Dahlia says there was a darker side to Mike, something he was hiding, something big.
After months of being together, his probation officer showed up at our home, and I had no idea who it was. When he told me, he just completely downplayed everything.
She says Mike failed to mention he was a convicted felon. Years ago, he'd been to prison for fraud after scamming investors out of tens of thousands of dollars.
Probation until 2032.
Right, and that was something else
That's
that
the
I
one.
didn't know either. I wouldn't have dated him if I would have known.
That's just silly. That's a lie. She's lying.
I wouldn't have dated him if I would have known he was on probation. Bitch, stop lying, bro. You a hooker. Like, the fuck you talk about? You a hooker. The man got a Porsche, a millionaire. Like, come on. The guy went to prison for some little scam shit he was doing with his stocks or something like that. So he went to prison for it. But that's neither here nor there. But she's painting it, she's vilifying him. She's making him the villain. Oh, I wouldn't know, if I would have knew that, I wouldn't have dated. Bitch, you selling pussy. Like, come on, bro.
Mike says he was trying to live a very clean life to be sure he didn't violate his parole, which is why he got worried a couple of months into the marriage when strange things start happening.
7 years, I guess, prior, I had no run-ins with the police. I meet Dahlia, and then within 6 months, I'm probably pulled over, had my house searched, and grabbed at every other area in Palm Beach probably 8 times.
The cops say there's a reason they keep pulling him over. They are getting anonymous tips that he's dealing drugs.
And I'm like, well,
do you see how wicked this is, bro? This shit is real. This ain't no fucking game. Remember on the Lion Show when I talked to you about vindictive women? Well, when evil women have a streak, right? They do things like this. They don't feel bad about it. It's like they don't vindictive women or women who on an evil streak or want to do harm to you. They don't feel bad about doing shit. This man ain't been in trouble in forever, right? He all of a sudden start getting pulled over by the police. The police come and searching the house because they get an anonymous tips that he's selling drugs and he using drugs and shit. And it's his wife the whole fucking time. His wife doing this shit. Shit crazy, bro.
How's this happening?
Strange things going on in his life and in Dahlia's too. Police say after just 6 months of marriage, she has other men in her life. Men who are helping her with a secret plan to get Mike's money, his condo, and get him out of the way.
Let me tell you guys something right now. Wherever there's a trick, there's a pimp. I'm just letting you know, there's very few women who just out here in the world alone. I say that. Don't be stupid. Stop paying hookers. Stop tricking. Wherever there's a gold digger, there's a guy who's controlling the strings. You understand? There's always a guy somewhere, right? When you meet a woman, even if she ain't a hooker or if she ain't a prostitute or a gold digger, there's always a guy somewhere. So I tell you guys, stop fucking investing in women so fast. There's always a guy somewhere. He may not be a pimp. He may not be taking money from her. He may not have a battery in her back. But there's always somebody at first. Always. Take your time. And definitely don't pay hookers.
One of those men is in the front seat of this car.
You're like straight after this? Seriously? Don't ever do this, you know?
And they're not talking about the weather.
Killing somebody, come on. I mean, that's, nobody's going to be able to point a finger at me.
Next, the honeymoon is over.
I was a little surprised. It wasn't like, kill him nicely. It wasn't even like, do it nice, don't hurt him. Or
Dahlia's alleged scheming is about to become a video sensation.
I'm a lot tougher than what I look. I know you're like, oh, what a cute little girl, whatever. But I'm not.
I could just watch the video over and over. It just is one of those.
You heard what she say? I know I look like a little cute little girl, but I'm not. Bro, listen, you guys don't be fooled by this feminine and soft, sweet shit. Don't be fooled by that, bro. It's what monsters look like. Society made you believe monsters are the big green things that got muscles that lay under your bed. No, it's not what and they roar. They say, roar. That's not what monsters look like, bro. That's not what monsters really look like. That's what, fairy tale, cartoon, Disney shit. Monsters have sweet, soft voices, bro. Because if you saw the monster and it was ugly and big, it wouldn't be able to get you because you could see it from a mile away. You understand what I'm saying? Predators have to be able to hide. You feel me? Disguise themselves. And, predators usually come with a smile and soft and sweet. Monsters, that's what monsters look like in real life.
Those clips that never gets old.
Stay with us.
2020 continues with the woman in the video.
The Boynton Beach Police Department, a small building in a quiet South Florida town. But what came out of here could hardly have been any bigger or louder. Terry Parker, investigative reporter for WPBF 25 News, covered the story.
So this guy, Muhammad, walks into the Boynton Beach police station and he says, I know a woman who's trying to hire a hitman to kill her husband.
She asked if I knew someone who can kill her husband for her.
The man, Muhammad Shahadi.
Shout out to Muhammad. We must protect Muhammad and guys like Muhammad at all costs.
Was recorded as he talked to detectives about his one-time lover, Dahlia DiPolito. He tells police he's speaking out to save the man's life.
Are you scared for the guy? Yes, because she's really, dead serious on getting this done.
It's quite a story, if true, because while he can describe Dahlia,
she's maybe 5'6", 5'7", dark black hair. She's a good-looking girl. Really good-looking girl, actually.
He can't even tell cops her last name or her address.
Well, at the time, we didn't know what to believe. We were kind of, weren't sure what we had.
They had their reservations. They had to say, let's see some proof.
To get proof, the cops make Muhammad a confidential informant. He arranges to meet Dahlia at this gas station. Cops are staked out as their mystery woman arrives.
So, damn, I didn't even know that. I thought that was her ex-boyfriend. That was just a dude she was fucking. He didn't even know this bitch's last name or where she lived or nothing. And she come to him like, hey, dude was probably in the streets. So she probably knew he was a street dude. That's why she went to him. But I at least thought it was the ex-boyfriend. That's crazy. This shit crazy as fuck. I said, I know about this story, but not this deep.
And she actually stepped out of the car. We were surprised because she didn't look like the type.
She didn't look like a killer, but Detective Alex Moreno says she's about to show her true colors. She gets into Mohammed's silver Lexus. While you can't quite see them on the hidden camera cops had installed, you can sure hear them talking about a hitman.
This guy's a professional. It's not bull.
Once she gets in the car and she meets up with the informant, we realized that this guy was credible.
His mom is not going to get suspicious of you or anything like
Why
that.
me? Like, you know what telling somebody it. Nobody's going to be able to point a finger at me.
She's just talking about it like she's ordering lunch.
Randy Schultz is a columnist for the Sun Sentinel newspaper.
You think, this is just so cold. Not really acting like the typical newlywed, shall we say.
Mohammed tells Dahlia
Definitely
the hitman
cold,
wants $1,200 to buy a gun. She comes prepared. She has a wad of cash in her bag and counts it out and hands it over. And shortly afterward, gives him a photo of Mike.
Wipe my pants off the pictures. Really? You're going to give him something with fingerprints all over?
And at that moment, the detectives realize, we've got her. This is real. She just handed him $1,200 in a picture of the husband that she wants murdered.
We were shocked how easily she talked about getting her husband killed.
2 days later, the talk turns to action in this CVS parking lot. She's not there to pick up a prescription.
So I came here. I pretty much walk in this exact spot right here.
This is Witty Jean, an undercover.
Y'all still here? Y'all still here? Press 1 if y'all still here. Just checking in. Press 1 if y'all still here. Andre, you got to be quiet. Y'all still here with me? All right, y'all still here. Let's go.
Cover police officer.
She parked one to the third space from here.
Police say Dahlia thinks she is meeting an actual hitman in his cherry red convertible.
Staying in here, right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
He makes his plan crystal clear.
I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna do it and what exactly is gonna be done.
A burglary gone wrong that leaves Mike dead.
Everybody works in the daytime.
Right.
If he's at work, when he's not at work, then he gets to it ahead.
The undercover detective, he really wants to nail Dahlia. Make sure he's got it on tape and on camera that she...
Right. Like you said, that $1,200 was most likely her husband, dude, she paid with. He damn near was about to finance his own murder, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's how cold the game is. But let's continue.
He is really going to pay him to kill her husband. And he says, are you sure, Dahlia?
Between now and when it's done, you have to have an option to change your mind, even if you change your mind.
No, there's no, I'm determined
Definitely
already. I'm positive, 5,000% sure.
There it is. The press would have a field day with this line. Listen again. She's 5,000% sure.
I'm positive, 5,000% sure. No, when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
No, she wasn't just 100% sure. She was 5,000% sure that she wanted her husband killed.
I was a little shocked because I didn't think she was going to be that open.
Dahlia never backs off.
No, I'm not going to, I'm a lot tougher than what I look. I know you're like, oh, what a cute little girl, whatever. But I'm not.
When you can, the good thing about giving women emotional security, they'll show you who they truly are. They'll tell you, I'm not as cute as I look. Women will show you. That's the good thing about, it's outside of them being submissive and you having a good relationship. When a woman can be open around you and she truly respects you, she have no problem showing you this side of her. I've seen evil women just like this. Now, they ain't doing anything evil to me, but I've seen women open up to me that's just like them. Maybe not murder people and shit like that, but I've seen the evil in women. That's why I know what I'm talking about. I've seen this shit, right? But see, if a woman can't be herself around you, if you're judgmental, or you don't have control. If she can't relax with you, you'll never see this side of her. But I've seen women open up to me and let me know, hey, I look cute, but I got a little creep to me. You dig? So that's why it's important to have your game all the way together, fellas.
Beautiful. Thank you, but I just need to make sure everything's going to take care of.
The not-so-cute little girl agrees to a plan. She will leave the house early Wednesday morning.
I'll be in the house by 6:30 Wednesday morning. 6 o'clock.
Sure enough, she's at this gym around 6 a.m. Wednesday, leaving Mike DiPolito home alone, in bed, still recovering from liposuction from 2 weeks before.
At this point, the police have all the evidence they need. These are experienced officers. You know that you have enough. You have a case. Done. End of story. But not end of television show.
Television show?
Bad boys, what you gonna do when
All right.
That's right. Turns out a reality show has come to Boynton Beach.
Got the video?
Yep.
And the timing couldn't be better. They'll be able to film the last part of the police investigation.
Detectives, they were going to stage this fake crime scene.
I hear a banging on the door.
Sergeant Sheridan, police department.
The TV show cameras are rolling when police wake up Mike. That's Officer Moreno at the door.
Your wife has hired a person to kill you.
Just relax. Take it easy. Take a deep breath. Try to sit down.
The guy was totally in shock that this was going on.
My dude was about to pass out. That's great. Can you imagine the police come and tell you, hey, the woman who you've invested your whole life for, who you've married, is trying to kill you? Can you imagine that, bro?
I was very surprised. I was like, because then it hit me like, this is a mess.
They drive him away and transform the street to make it appear they're really investigating Mike's murder. The TV show cops, along with Boynton Beach police, have cameras rolling when a detective calls Dahlia at the gym.
We're at your residence, ma'am. Can you come right back to your residence, please?
She's back in a flash, and now watch carefully. You be the judge of what happens next.
High value men or high value targets? Top, I wish they taught that in this community. I wish they taught that in this community. Like I say all the time, the more you make, the bigger the target you become. I tell you guys this all the time. Get your money. Of course, get your money. But when you start getting money, the wolves are going to come out. You guys think you see manipulation? You think you see evil now? Wait until you start getting your money. You see a whole different level of evil from women. You see a whole different side of women when you start getting money. This game is crazy. You understand? But the money is worth it. You don't want to be poor. You don't want to be average. But you have to be careful because the tricks get harder to spot. You know, the evil gets a little bit more creative. The evil gets tougher to recognize. It's like leveling up. When you level up, the game gets harder, right? The bosses are more tough. The women are a lot more manipulative. The games are a lot more clever. It's not this low-level shit. This low-level shit y'all see now because you average. You ain't seen shit yet, bro. If you start getting money and you don't have your game intact, you are going to suffer because with people are going to, you are a guppy in the water bleeding for sharks when you start getting money in this world. And that's not even just from women. You got financial institutions looking at you, CPAs, financial advisors, all type of people trying to take your money from you. You understand? And they coming at you smiling. And them bitches they game on another level because they operate on a higher playing field. So the manipulative bitches, the evil bitches who go after men with money, they game on a level that you haven't even seen yet. And it's on this type of level. So like Top say, bro, high value men are high value targets. The more you have, the more people gonna want it. The more you have, the more bitches is gonna come at you. You see what I'm saying? In ways you haven't even begun to even see yet. This shit is real, fellas. This shit is real.
Is your husband Michael? Okay, I'm sorry to tell you, man. He's been killed. He's been killed, man. I'm sorry. Listen, try to calm down.
We know the cops are acting.
I can't let you see it, man.
What about Dahlia?
I need you to take her to the station.
Amidst all of that tremors and shaking of her body, there wasn't any real tears coming out of her eyes.
The crying, the screaming, the bending over. Meryl Streep, wherever you are tonight, don't worry. You're safe.
They hustled Dahlia off to this interrogation room for questioning. Another recorded moment.
Are you sure that you don't know anybody who want to kill your husband? You wouldn't want to kill him, I hope. Not at all.
It's almost like something out of Law and Order.
There's no more games.
Peep her acting game. Women are great at pretending. I be trying to tell them, bro.
Now we're going to get down to serious.
Be trying to tell them.
I want to know if you know this guy. Come here.
They bring in Officer Witty Jean, the supposed hitman from the car.
Get over here. You know who this guy is?
No.
You've never seen him before?
I've never seen him.
The line like a mother. You know who
stared.
this guy is? Nah, I ain't never seen like lying just like, bro, I can't lie like that. Like I just can't lie like that. I can't find it in me to like have no emotions. Like if that was me, I would have freaked out and I just probably would have confessed. I can't lie like that, bro. Me personally. I don't know. I done lied to the police before, but not like that. Not like they bring the nigga who, you see what I'm saying? And then you got like your life. This is what I'm saying. The type of pressure that this bitch is under right now. Like your life is finna be gone, right? So you got all type of emotions, all type of shit going on, but you still find it in yourself to compose yourself and tell a bold-faced lie. Nah, I ain't never seen that man day in my motherfucking life. Cold as fuck, bro. Cold.
Stared at him. She said she didn't know him.
And then call it a resurrection.
Oh my God.
He's alive.
Police have another surprise for Dahlia DiPolito.
Here, please. Come here. Mike, come here.
She sees her husband.
Come here, Mike. Oh my God. Mike, come here. You see this shit? Hold up.
It's almost like something out of Law and Order.
There's no more games with you and I. Now we're going to get down to serious business. I want to know if you know this guy. Come here.
They bring in Officer Witty Jean, the supposed hitman from the car.
Get over here. You know who this guy is?
No.
You've never seen him before?
I've never seen
Just
him.
lie.
She just stared at him. She said she didn't know him.
And then call it a resurrection.
Oh my God.
He's alive.
Police have another surprise for Dahlia DiPolito.
Here, please. Come here. Mike, come here.
She sees her husband, and he's alive.
The show Cops captures this moment as well.
Come here, please. Come here. Why not? I didn't do anything to you. Mike, come here, please.
What? You're alive? I love that moment, and I'm sure a jury will too.
You're going to jail today for solicitation of murder. You're under arrest.
I didn't do anything.
Did you hear what I just told you?
You kept saying, I didn't do anything.
Please, I didn't do anything.
Was that all you could think of to say?
They were accusing me of trying to have my husband killed, and I didn't.
Bitch, you was on. Bitch, listen, you on candid camera. Like, you took your husband's money and paid for the nigga to get a pistol. Like, she trying to emotionally manipulate her husband right now after she tried to have him. Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy. I didn't do anything. They were accusing me. No, bitch. You said, hey, put 2 in his head. I'm 5,000% sure.
Do anything? What about the hitman? What about all those tapes? Dahlia's never answered questions about her version.
How do you explain what we have all seen and heard on those videotapes?
For the first time, she will. Stay with us.
We return to 2020 and the woman in the video.
I didn't do anything, and I didn't plot anything.
Police say she thought she'd gotten away with it.
Not even a few hours after Dahlia DiPolito was caught on camera, the story went viral.
It's an unbelievable case.
Caught on camera trying to hire a hitman to kill her husband.
Bombshell tonight.
A newlywed in Boynton Beach, Florida.
Work it, cry. Problem, ruh-roh, the hitman is a cop.
I'll never forget it because we just stood around the newsroom. What is this?
I could just watch the video over and over. It just is one of those clips that never gets old.
In an unusual move, the Boynton Beach police released the video of the fake crime scene on YouTube the same day, and the public couldn't get enough.
So this story just got huger and huger, and it was like a reporter's dream come true. They got played and replayed over and over.
Fast forward 2 years, and cameras are all over Dahlia once again, this time out in the open as she finally gets her day in court. Charged with solicitation to commit murder, facing up to 30 years in prison.
Your trial. Can you describe what that experience was like for you?
Confusing, really difficult.
You will see how determined she was to have Mike DiPolito, her husband, killed.
Prosecutor Elizabeth Parker tells the jury, don't be fooled by the petite, now demure-looking defendant. Dahlia is a scheming, plotting would-be murderer.
She has no guilt, no remorse, no concern for the safety of others.
Really, really strong evidence. It's not often that you get the crime actually caught on tape.
You know, every morning he's walking the dog like at a certain time.
But what was her motive?
You know, here's a new bride. They've just been married. Why?
They say love is blind.
The motive, according to Parker, is simple. She wanted his money. She even convinced him to transfer the title to his $250,000 condo into her name, and she wanted another man, a former boyfriend named Mike Stanley. He's in construction. Dahlia's been texting with him, Parker says, and the texts seem damning. Boynton.
Damn, I didn't even know all that. She trying to get. Yeah, she's a classic narcissist. Top, I don't know. I think she's just an evil bitch. I don't know, maybe. But money make people do strange things, bro. So, you know, I don't know. I'm not a psychologist or nothing like that. So, but evil. Evil. Narcissist or money hungry. You dig? They evil, bro.
Beach detective Alex Moreno reads their X-rated conversation on the stand.
Do you want my hot, tight body all over you?
His monotone hardly matching the steamy words.
Love you so much. I'm so horny for you.
Hey, can you imagine niggas reading your simping in the courtroom? Can you imagine 10 years later, your simping is being read in the courtroom and it's recorded and now it's on YouTube and millions of people saw it?
Some of the stuff was kind of cheesy. I mean, I had to read it up on the stand.
He said that shit was cheesy as fuck.
It was not my best moment. Baby, I love you and I only want to you.
The evidence with Mike Stanley, huge motive for why she wanted her husband out of the picture. 893 text messages between the two of them.
She's shameless about the way that she uses her sexual power to get what she wants.
And what she wanted, Parker says, was to get her husband out of the way by planting drugs on him and calling the cops.
Do you remember what I was saying? That's what she was trying to do at first. She was trying to get him locked up, but that shit wasn't working. You feel me?
That's why Mike DiPolito kept getting pulled over by police.
She was trying to set him up to have his probation violated, to have him arrested.
The sooner he gets jammed up, the sooner we can be in Paradise Island, baby.
There were text messages presented at your first trial, sexually graphic messages between you and a man named Michael Stanley. Do you have any explanation about what happened?
I didn't send those messages from my phone. Mike actually sent those messages.
Yo, look how she looking. Look how she looking. Yo, look how she looking, bro. Look how she looking. Listen what she said. Look how she. Does she look like she lying? She don't look like she lying to me. She don't look like she like. Nah, I'm a seasoned player, right? So I know these hoes, but she don't look like she's lying to me. Cold as ice, like Robbie Rob said. Listen to what she just said.
Violated to have him arrested.
The sooner he gets jammed up, the sooner we can.
Between you and a man named Michael Stanley. Do you have any explanation about what happened?
I didn't send those messages from my phone. Mike actually sent those text messages.
Mike DiPolito, her husband, sent them? Dahlia claims her husband was playing games with her former boyfriend. Mike DiPolito denies it. But Parker says when Dahlia's plan to get her husband put into prison failed, she took it a step further. If she couldn't send him to the big house, she'd get rid of him altogether.
Yeah, but killing somebody, come on. Nobody's going to be able to point a finger at me.
But as damning as those tapes may seem, Dahlia's trial lawyer, Michael Salnick, has a defense, and it's unforgettable.
It was never anyone's intention to harm anyone.
It wasn't a murder plot, he says.
It was a stunt. It was a hoax.
It was a plot to get on television, a reality TV defense.
The plot seems to thicken and thicken and then thicken again.
I've seen a lot of wild and crazy defenses in my day, and this is certainly one of the wildest and one of the craziest.
Reality TV has become a way to launch a center stage career.
Salnick tells the jury Michael DiPolito wasn't a victim. He was an accomplice, that Dahlia, Muhammad, and Michael were working together to create some kind of videotape to try to land themselves as stars in reality TV.
The website name it says welcome to realitytvcastingcall.com.
Salnick presents a computer forensic expert who found that Dahlia had searched reality shows on her computer.
The thing about reality TV is that anybody can do it. Anybody can become famous.
And a professor and
she had a better chance, like playing the damsel in distress, like he used to beat on me. You know, that's fucking ridiculous, bro. And they like straight face, and they try to pull him in on it. He like, bitch, I ain't. This shit crazy, bro. These hoes crazy.
Expert in reality TV who explains how alluring it is to many people.
If there's any way the defense is going to win here, I think she needs to take the stand.
But she didn't.
Why didn't you testify?
Right. This is funny, but this is extremely scary because a lot of guys don't make it out like Michael. This happens a lot. Unfortunately. A lot. This is funny. We laughing at it, but a lot of guys ain't fortunate like Michael. Just know that.
It was a daily, yes, you're going to testify. No, you're not going to testify. And
Did you want to testify?
Yes, I did.
You regret not testifying?
Absolutely.
Judge, the defense is going to rest.
Still, as the jury goes to deliberate, Dahlia tells us her side was confident.
I never had the impression or the understanding from my attorney that losing was a possibility. Everything was always, you know what, we got this.
Wow.
We have really good poker faces.
These jurors say they consider the trial a disaster for Dahlia.
I'm really surprised to hear that she thought it was going well.
In fact, it took just 3 hours to reach a verdict.
Has our jury reached a verdict?
We all just said, well, she's guilty. It was just kind of unanimous.
We find the defendant guilty of solicitation to commit first-degree murder.
As for the reality TV defense,
and the defense didn't present anything that really represented this was for a reality TV show.
There was nothing.
For them, the tapes told all.
And she said, I am 5,000% sure. And that did it for me.
I ask you to have some mercy.
At her sentencing, Dahlia's mother, brother, and sister begged the judge for leniency.
I need her here.
Why did you get so emotional?
Hearing my sister talk about how she's looked up to me. And she wished I could go, you know, and watch her get ready for prom. It was really emotional because I really value my family.
Shut up, bitch. I should write her a letter while she in jail.
Your web of deception.
The judge is unmoved.
There is absolutely no moral justification for your conduct. It was pure evil. I'm sentencing you to 20 years in the Department of Corrections.
And when he said 20, it was all, it was numb.
But when we return, a courtroom bombshell.
She's getting a new trial? Exactly.
Were you surprised?
A new trial with 2 new lawyers.
Right. Even the little sister was fucking fake crying. These hoes crazy, bro.
And guess where she found them? On TV.
Mark Eiglar's.
But here's the good news. I think the law is on the side.
They say they have a winning strategy.
I am 5,000% sure Dahlia DiPolito is innocent.
And it comes from yet another TV show. Burn Notice.
Top, you know what's crazy? Top, you know what's crazy? Dahlia getting the Boston. Do you know that after she got out on appeal, right? Because she got an appeal, somebody got her pregnant, bro? This is crazy.
I want to pay you a lot of money to kill a lady.
This episode has a plot twist that sounds familiar.
I'm here because someone was hired to kill you.
Is a TV crime drama the key to the case? Stay with us.
Not going to, all right?
They are newlyweds like none other. Just 6 months after wedding vows with the justice of the peace, Dahlia had to face a different kind of justice.
Pure evil.
The result? 20 years in prison for solicitation to commit murder. That seemed to be the end of this sordid story. Her husband, Mike, even had some pity for the woman convicted of plotting his death.
For a second, I felt a little bad for her. I mean, it's no fun. Nobody wants to go to jail. I know that for sure.
But then, Dahlia's Hail Mary prayer for an appeal was answered.
In the last hours, the Black Widow, Dahlia DiPolito, set to walk free.
A Florida judge ruled the jury wasn't selected properly and ordered a new trial.
The appeals court tosses out the conviction.
Were you surprised? It's the first piece of good news throughout the whole process that I received.
So now Dahlia is anxiously awaiting a new trial. She is out of prison and under house arrest at her mother's home. Finally, ready to talk to 2020 about the charges against her.
Did you want your husband dead?
No, absolutely not.
Did you hire a hitman to kill your husband?
No.
Because it is a pre-trial interview, her newly hired high-profile lawyers, Mark Eiglar's and Brian Claypool, wouldn't let her talk about certain parts of the case, in particular, those seemingly damning videotapes.
Wipe my hands off this pictures.
How do you explain what we...
This is a lesson on human nature. This is a lesson on human nature. See, women ain't the only evil people. Right? You see how they came in and exploiting her? Those 2 dudes? I mean, you do dirt, you get dirt. So I don't feel sorry for her, but I just want you guys to see what happens when you're a target. She a target. 2 guys sat back and say, you know what? We can get a lot of clout from this case. We can get a lot of money from this case. Let's take it on. Let's get her out. So they looked up the case and they saw, okay, her jury was improperly selected. So they came to her, got the shit thrown out. We're going to get you retried, right? They bleeding her dry. She thinks she's smart, but she a sucker. She don't even see she getting played. She got played. And them 2 dudes took her for her money. It's sharks everywhere, bro. When money is involved, the sharks come out. And them 2 dudes came and played her. Rightfully so, though. You feel me?
We have all seen and heard on those videotapes.
I'd like to be able to explain that to you right now, but I can't because the attorneys legally have told me that we're saving that for our day in court.
How damaging are these tapes to your client?
They are damaging because people have formed opinions.
Her lawyers have an explanation for those tapes.
Our job in the second trial is to provide the proper context for the jury to see that this is not really what it looks like.
He says you can't understand the tapes without understanding everything that came before. Here's a plot twist no one saw coming. He says it goes back to, of all things, another television show. The TV show Burn Notice, USA's long-running crime drama. On this episode, the plot is about hiring a hitman.
I want to pay you a lot of money to kill a lady.
And guess who had been an extra on the show?
You appeared in the television show Burn Notice, is that correct? Yes.
Mohammed Shahadi, Dahlia's one-time lover, part-time actor, and the confidential informant for the Boynton Beach police. The lawyers say Mohammed, Dahlia, and Michael wanted to mimic the episode in their own fake hitman video.
They wanted to submit that, post it on YouTube to try to get acting parts. That was the plan.
So the goal here was to be famous?
I'm not here to tell you that what these three folks did was smart.
No, not so smart. But whatever it was, Claypool says Mohammed figured it would be even better if it was recorded on real undercover cameras planted by real cops.
Sure everything else is okay?
Yo, what more sure can you want? You're planning a murder. Come on, stop.
Mohammed is an actor in this video.
You know, nobody's going to be able to point a finger at me.
More acting?
Right, exactly. That's all.
Shit crazy, bro. People are evil. People are evil, bro. Shit crazy. They bleeding her ass dry. They bleed her dry. They put a whole number on it. They got famous. They got clout. They got money. Easy pickings. But when you do dirt, you get dirt. See, she thinks she a shark, but it's bigger sharks in the water. And those two guys are sharks. Those two guys are what you call sharks. They saw something vulnerable and they went in. And they probably was sitting back like, we should milk this bitch for what she tried to do to this man. So shout out to those dudes.
Part of it.
And believe it or not, he says they're not just acting, they've become real-life victims.
Dahlia is a victim.
Oh, I believe that. Absolutely.
Claypool claims the real wrongdoers in this story are the detectives themselves. How?
This special edition of Cops is filmed on location with the men and women.
Remember the TV show Cops? They'd been planning to film with the Boynton Beach police for months. When Mohammed walked in with the story about a hitman, Claypool claims detectives thought they had struck gold.
What the police department did is they found out she's an attractive woman. In their minds, they're like ching, ching, ching. This is a perfect skit to get on tape.
Got the video? She just got in the car. He gets 2 in the head. I get in and out, catch 2 in the head, okay?
This is where the explanation gets tricky. Claypool claims Mohammed realized his plans that sounded so good for a fake YouTube video were spinning out of control in real life. He wanted out, but detectives threatened him to make him continue as a confidential informant.
He wanted zero part of that. Detective Marino was calling him 10 times a day. Dude, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to call her.
Mohammed acknowledges he felt pressured by police in this deposition.
Why did you believe that you could get prosecuted for this if you didn't?
This shit crazy, bro.
Because they told me I could. Okay.
Why would the police put pressure on Mohammed? Claypool says they wanted to make sure nothing stopped the cops' TV show from going forward. And under all that pressure, Claypool says Mohammed freaked out when Dahlia told him she didn't want to meet with the supposed hitman.
Dahlia starts backing out. She didn't want to have any part of this anymore.
Hey, we're staying in Paris.
Claypool claims she only kept up the act because Mohammed threatened her with a gun.
He threatened to hurt me and to hurt my family.
Did you believe he would?
Absolutely. Yes.
So she was threatened to act out a hoax on a videotape? I mean,
So now, right, I'm eating, sorry. So now she gonna, criminalize somebody else. Say he threatened me with a gun. He threatened me in my... That man can go to jail for something like that. You can go to jail for threatening people. You see what I'm saying? All to say, that shit crazy, bro. These hoes ain't shit, bro.
I mean, do you understand how ridiculous that sounds to a lot of people watching this?
Yeah, that's not ridiculous. You've got a 6'2", 230-pound man with a gun.
Saying you will do this
Absolutely.
YouTube hoax or else?
Right.
All right, so that's how I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Robbery went bad.
All that leading to the famous 5,000% sure moment.
I'm positive, like 5,000% sure.
5,000% sure, not 100% sure, not 1,000% sure, but 5,000% sure. How do you explain that?
I look at that video and I see somebody who's struggling with whether she's really sure.
She's struggling? What?
Why? Well,
how is she struggling if she's 5,000% sure?
Well, you might find that humorous, but when I hear people say they're sure, I'm 110% sure. She's trying to overcompensate.
Whether she's 10, 100, or 5,000% sure, Dahlia's lawyers believe the whole case against Dahlia doesn't add up to anything, that she was framed by the police.
So are you saying that Dahlia was enticed, entrapped into soliciting a murder for hire?
There's no question about it that the Boynton Beach Police Department was dead set on manufacturing a crime here.
They filed a motion to dismiss the case, claiming police violated her constitutional rights. The police deny any wrongdoing in a Skype interview.
The cops show just happened to be here at the time of this investigation. We're not in the business of producing television. We're in the business of saving lives. And we believe we did that in this case. We believe that the merits of the case, the evidence collected, will stand. And we believe we have a solid case going forward.
And what about when Dahlia was arrested?
I didn't do anything. Tell me you didn't do anything.
Why didn't she just tell police her version of what happened?
I've asked her that question too. Oh, yeah, everybody. Hey, Sergeant, this was just a YouTube thing we were putting together. She was in a state of shock.
I couldn't react. I just completely froze. I wanted to get out of there and I felt just paralyzed.
What do you say to people who say you're just denying the undeniable, that this is an open and shut case?
That now with the attorneys that I have, so much is coming to light to where it would just be insane to not believe me.
So who to believe? Is Dahlia the soft-spoken, wholesome woman at our interview, or a cold-blooded killer?
Was the real you the person in those tapes or the person sitting here today?
The person sitting here. The tape was a show. It was a tape. That was the purpose of it.
You were acting in those tapes?
Yes.
But you're telling the truth now?
Yes.
Why should we believe you?
Because it's what happened. The truth.
Next, Mike's final conversation with Dahlia.
Give me my house back. I'll help you.
Could they be in cahoots?
That doesn't sound to me like it's coming from a person who thought his wife was going to have him shot twice in the head.
Stay with us.
This shit crazy. I ain't even see all this. This shit crazy.
2020 continues with Amy Robach and the woman in the video.
She's been called a Black Widow, a stone-cold murderer, and she knows it.
Do you care what people think of you?
I know I'm supposed to say no, and that's probably the right healthy answer is no, but it's hard not to.
Dahlia Dippolito is facing a new trial, and her life, her freedom, and her reputation hang in the balance.
I have going through depression. I'm in intensive therapy now, just trying to cope with everything that's happened and in the unknown.
Shut up, bitch.
But if she is hoping for sympathy, there has
Shut
been
up,
none.
bitch.
In fact, her image took another hit with the publication of the book Poison Candy, written by the former prosecutor who convicted her, Elizabeth Parker.
As if she had ice running through her veins.
Now the lawyer for Mike Dippolito.
This is what she wrote about you. She was poison candy, sweet, delicious, mouth-watering on the outside, but deadly within and designed to cripple the innocent.
That's a hell of a name. Poison Candy. So we're going to start calling them hoes like that. Poison Candy. That's a hell of a name.
What's it like hearing those words?
It's hurtful. When I found out that the book was out, I was suicidal.
Dahlia says 6 years after those videos made her the poster woman for how not to hire a hitman, she is still completely misunderstood.
Give me 3 words to describe yourself. Who is Dahlia Dippolito?
Understanding, sweet, and compassionate.
Mike Dippolito, now happily divorced from Dahlia, has his own set of choice words.
3 words to describe Dahlia: manipulative, conniving. I got more than 3. Malicious. Liar, liar, liar.
We asked him about Dahlia's version of what happened, that he and Muhammad were making a YouTube video with her.
Absolutely not. That's a lie. That's such a lie. That's my reaction.
He says he never even knew Muhammad, no less planned a YouTube video with him.
I've never met him ever.
Mike's last conversation with Dahlia was a phone call she made from jail the night she was arrested.
Mike, please, I need an attorney. Can you please help me? It's not the truth. Guys, how do you explain what I saw?
Oh my God. She's like, I need an attorney. So she go, bitch, you trying to kill me, but you want me to, you use my money to pay a hitman. You trying to kill me, and you want me to pay for your lawyer, bro? These hoes crazy, dog. These crazy. This shit crazy.
On her.
Dahlia's lawyer Brian Claypool thinks.
Can you please tell me it's not the truth? Yeah, look, how do you explain what I saw and heard?
Dahlia's lawyer Brian Claypool thinks Mike seems to offer a tit for tat that doesn't pass the smell test.
No, what I'll do? You know what I'll do for you? Seriously? What? You sign my house back over to me. I'll help your mom immensely. Give me my house back. That's it. That's it, what? I'll help you.
That doesn't sound to me like it's coming from a.
She finessed him out his house, right? So she convinced him, being that he was on parole, she had convinced him to, like, hey, just in case anything happens, you might as well sign the house over to me. So, you know, if you get in trouble, they won't take it, blah, blah, blah. Right. So he fuck around and signed the house over to this bitch. So that's what he's talking about now. Like, all right, give me my house back, sign my house back over to me, and I help your mama out. And so now the lawyer is trying to put the spin on it, like, yeah, you know, does that sound like she was really trying to kill? They were all in on it. These people is
For tat that doesn't pass this from jail the night she was arrested.
shit crazy.
Mike, please, I need an attorney. Can you please tell me it's not the truth? Yeah, look, how do you explain what I saw and heard?
Dahlia's lawyer Brian Claypool thinks Mike seems to offer a tit for tat that doesn't pass the smell test.
No, what I'll do? You know what I'll do for you? Seriously? What? You sign my house back over to me. I'll help your mom immensely. Give me my house back. That's it. That's it, what? I'll help you.
That doesn't sound to me like it's coming from a person who thought his wife was going to have him shot twice in the head.
As for the mysterious Mohammed Shahade, what does he make of all of this? He declined to do an interview with us. He has denied working on a video with Dahlia and Mike and ever threatening her. But Claypool claims these phone records show otherwise. 500 calls between Dahlia and Mohammed in the days leading up to Dahlia's arrest.
She was baited, enticed, and entrapped.
At her new trial, Dahlia says there will be one radical change.
You're prepared to take the witness stand?
I am.
And testify in your own defense? And to handle all that cross-examination?
I am.
Let me know when she's going. I'll be sitting in the back with popcorn. I'd love to see this.
Did you ever love Mike DiPolito?
I married him because I loved him.
And now?
Now I wish I never would have met him.
Oh, I feel the same way. I wish I would have made a left, not a right. Trust me.
Dahlia DiPolito's new trial is scheduled to begin this May. So put yourself in that jury. Do you buy her explanation that the tape was essentially an acting reel or a murder plot that went south? Let us know on our Facebook page and Twitter. Use the hashtag ABC2020. We'll be right back. That's our program for tonight. Thank you.
All right, that's it. That shit was crazy, right? That was some crazy ass shit. Fellas, that's what evil looks like. Not necessarily murder, right? It don't come, and it's not going to always manifest itself as murder. A lot of the times it come in the form of using you, cheating, emotionally draining you, taking you through the divorce court, the whole nine. But that's what it looks like. It looks soft. It looks sweet. It looks attractive. I mean, she's not cute to me, but, you know, soft, sweet, convincing, you know, compassionate. That's what it looks like. Beware. Beware, fellas. But that's it for tonight. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be on the lookout because I'm gonna start my Patreon back up. So I'm gonna be putting videos up on there. You know, spitting this ism again. So we're gonna get the Patreon back pumping. That should be up probably. I'll probably throw the link up so you guys can go get on the Patreon probably Monday. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate everybody for coming through and hanging out with the boy, with your man. Your gracious game advisor. Before I go, I need a bunch of ones. Everybody, he can say one in the chat room. Give me a bunch of ones in the chat. Let me see who all here still. Who rock with me to the end? Who rock with me to the end? Press one. Press one. Who in here with me? Lord Dobie, my man, Lord Dobie, you still in here? I didn't know you was still in here, bro. Tarzan wannabe. Gavin. Yeah, this was some crazy shit, right? And this was my first time watching it. I wanted to watch this shit so bad. But when I seen it on Monday, I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait to watch it with them. So y'all saw it when I saw it. Y'all saw the shit when I saw it. But again, I appreciate all you guys for coming through. I appreciate all the support. Shout out to all of you guys. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to my number one snitch. Again, we'll be back again next Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. This is your gracious game advisor, yours truly, King Dre. I'm gone.